All right, welcome to Murders on the Yangtze River. I think I pronounced that right. Welcome. So I know this is new. Well, first off, hi, my name is Steve Forrest. Welcome to this game. I saw it pop up on Steam, and I'm a sucker for good old, Chinese just movies. And this is hitting every note. The Irish style looks beautiful. Looks like it's developed in a small studio in China. And I already know, I looked it up. I was like hoping if it was in English or not. Everything on their site was. I'm like, okay, maybe. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. And just keep in mind that there's probably some translation errors, and it doesn't matter. Okay, this is supposed to be a murder mystery type of thing. So just sit back, enjoy. Yeah, we're gonna see what this is all about. Our headphones ready. I am. London. Hello. Ooh.
How many times have you returned to this point?
Oh.
I have not counted. 3 years. You're here almost every single night.
Hi.
And as time goes by, your memory is beginning to fade.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't stand in my way. No matter how long I linger here, no matter how deep the truth is hidden within the shadows, I will find it.
Ooh. Or like the Sherlock Holmes.
Then I guess you
Oh? Whoa. Dead.
have no time to lose.
Oh. Oh my.
The key to the case is that book.
Huh. There's a bunch of lore drop. Tab.
我
Okay.
曾与死亡牵起，
Oh, love. I was like, oh no, is it really like full on English? I thought it was just English subtitles, but I inked a path with death. Oh my goodness.
静候他的到来。
I waited his arrival patiently.
今夜，他终于叩响了门扉。
The night he finally knocked on my door. Hello? Oh no, we're dead? He's dead? Whoa. Hello? Hello there. Oh, knife. Oh no. Did you kill him? Oh no. We've been framed. Unexpected misfortune. Oh. We are set up. It's a setup.
快开门！
What happened? Open up!
开门就闯进去了。
Ah. I'm loving this. This is like a movie. If you won't open these doors, we're breaking in. Oh no. I'm set up. Oh no.
叔叔，
Uncle.
哎呀，这可如何是好啊？
So how? Yeah. I love it. Oh no. What in the? How could this possibly be? No.
罗翁，
Lobo. Master Lo. I'm sorry if I'm saying some stuff and it's not good. Whatever. Okay, I'm trying.
大人，这杀人犯竟然在现场睡着了。
Lord, the murderer sleeping like a baby at the scene of the crime. My head
头好晕，
is spinning. I
思
can't
绪一
see
点都不清晰。
to clear my mind.
杀人犯，
The Shalafa.
这是
The murderer who
在说我吗？
Could he be talking to me? I have a smile on my face. Oh, this is so cool. I've never done a game like this. This is cool. Am I? Well, we all know that guy is not going to care about us. Tap left or right arrow keys or A or D to control movements. Get it.
给我老实点，别动！
Stay still.
杀人犯，
Hey, quit moving, you murderer. No.
不是我，我是一名侦探，到此。
Okay. I'm like, I want to speak. It's so bad. No, it was not me. I'm just a detective. I came here to.
狡辩，
Under your life.
竟敢杀了罗翁！
How dare you kill Master Lo? Hi, Mister. You're definitely not gonna like
马步
me.
头勿要激动，
Judge, huh?
让他把话说完吧。
Calm down.
验明正身还是必要的。
Officer Ma, allow him to finish. We need to verify his true identity.
在下沈仲平，是一名旅行侦探。
I am Shen Chongping. I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry. A traveling detective.
我和我的助手阿福，是昨天晚上才到这座小镇的，
My assistant
为取
Afu
一份旧案的线索。
and I arrived in this town last night to obtain clues on an old case.
我们乘的船中途出故障了，折腾到深夜才靠岸。
Our steamboat broke down midway and we struggled until late to reach the shore. Oh,
没
look
想
at
到
us.
咱们这么晚才到，
I can't
还
believe
不
we
是
got
因
here
为
so
我们的
late.
天才发明家烧了发电机。
这是船长的
Okay,
错
you're。gonna have to just
我很
read.
早就提醒过他换零件了。
船长最大的错误
Should be allowed
就
to
是
go
让你
near
头
the
发电机。
generator. Looks steampunky. I feel like this guy should be allowed near the generator, gotta say.
咦，
Huh?
好像有个
There's a
姐
young
姐在
lady
哭
crying
啊
over。there. What is it?
姑娘，
Excuse me,
你
miss.
还好吗？
你好吗？你好吗？ Are you alright? I don't know.
怎么跑了？
或许
Why
有
did she
难
run
言之
away?
隐。
Perhaps it is a delicate matter.
那我们继续赶路吧
Let's。continue our way then.
话说回来，
By the way, that
你要
novelist
拜
you're
访的这位
visiting,
作家，真的跟那桩
is
悬
he
案
really
有关？
related to the open
我有预
case?
感，
I think he could lead
他
to
会
the
成为
breakthrough we need.
案子的突破口。
I don't know how it's gonna be with me talking over them. I wanna like listen because I love listening to that, but it doesn't pause after it for me to keep going and then to talk over. So we're gonna see. Maybe we're just having a silent, it's a movie, we're just gonna watch. Or I'm gonna keep talking over them, however this plays out, because I may
往院
talk.
子里走，
This
就到
must
目
be
的
the
地了。
novelist
咱们一块儿
place.
见。
I'll see you later.
啊，
啊
我不一起吗？
你得
You
找
want me
零
to
件
come?
修船。
We need to find parts for the
好吧，好
generator.
吧，早点回来。
Alright, alright.
我去找零件了。
Come back soon. I'm off then. Oh, I see. You just what? Hello. Knock, knock.
谁呀？都这么晚了，
Hold on, door. Ah. Who goes there? It's late.
在下沈仲平，
I'm
与罗佩
Shun
先生约好今日见面。
I have an appointment with Mr. Lowe today.
途中遭遇风暴，耽误了行程，
My journey was delayed by a storm en route.
不敢失了先生的约，才冒昧深夜前来。
I did not wish to miss our appointment, so I took the liberty of arriving at such late hours.
沈仲平，
Shanzhong,
我们什么时候见过吗？
have we met before?
我们素未谋面，
We have never met in
一直
person.
都是书信来往。
We have always communicated through letters.
哎，想起来了，请稍等啊。
I wish I just did my Chinese AP classes properly. Oh, it's been what, 6 years? That's Kevin. Oh, okay. I apologize, anyone who's watching. I'm
沈
sorry.
先生，请进。
How do you say sorry in Chinese? No. 我说中文一点中文说 How do you say oh no 我是谁说 I don't know. I'm sorry. I can speak little, tiny Mandarin. Tiny Mandarin. It's been a while, but I am loving this so much. I love it.
麻烦沈先生稍等一下。
Ooh, another detective. Ooh, look at his. Oh, look at his little. Ooh, get up. Please wait a moment, Mr. Shen.
我得把手头的故事写完，怕断了思路。
I must finish writing the story on hand. I do not wish to break my training of thought.
没关系，
没关系。
我在一旁静候便是。
没关系。I'm probably saying all the little notes and everything wrong, but I'm sorry, I'm trying. No need to worry. I shall bide my time and wait for yours.
晚上天凉，想麻烦先生帮我关门，挂上门栓。
It's cold in the evening. Could I trouble you to close the door and hang the latch for me? Uh-huh. Oh, yes. Boom. Oh, and the art's so cool. It's all inked. Look at that. It's all inked. Hello mirror. A Western-style mirror. It seems out of place compared with the other furniture in this room. Huh. Not really. I mean, a little bit. What? Ooh. A wardrobe slightly taller than a person. A lock hangs from the handles. Ooh, I have one of those locks. No. 罗培。
门已关上，先生可以放心。
The door has been closed. Please be at ease.
我这次前来，确实是有要事。
I came here today on account of an important matter.
先生可曾听说过3年前发生在英国伦敦的一
Have
种
you
奇
ever
案
have you ever heard of the peculiar case that happened in London 3 years ago? No, I'm guessing.
案子的事情我们慢慢聊。
Oh. Let's take our time to talk about this case.
沈
Why?
先生舟车劳顿，应该还没有吃东西吧？
You must be tired from traveling afar. I'm sure you haven't had anything to eat yet.
这里有些本地特色的潮糕，就在我旁边的箱子上，请先生务必尝一尝。
There are some local rice cakes on the chest beside me. Please, I insist, have a taste. What's weird is that... So he's Master Lo, the one who dies in the end. The wife was crying outside, which could mean that, like, this was a setup. But he also he could just be old, but he could be a little sickly, maybe?
那就恭敬不
But
如
why
从
would she
命了。
not be in there? Because she looks like she has matching clothes on him. Then it would be rude of me to decline. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Rice cakes.
盘子里摆着几块晶莹剔透的糕点，
There are a few pieces of translucent pastries on the plate. I live in Florida. What I would do to be back in California for my delicious bakeries, my Asian bakeries. Oh, that is so me.
确实有些饿了。
I am quite hungry. Perhaps
treat
just
card.
one piece. Uh-oh. I'm eating Pocky, though. Oh, no. I knew it. I knew it. No, wait. These rice cakes. Oh, my.
事情就是这样，我吃下那块潮糕后就晕了过去，直到大人们出现。
Oh, that's interesting because we started with, like, I guess the guy rising up, going to the door. So what? We were just passed out beforehand? And the guy just let us pass out? What? Why? That's so weird. And that is what had happened. After I ate the cake, I lost consciousness until you all arrived.
你说你是被人下药了，才晕倒在房间中的吗？
So you're saying... I need to get in better voice actors. So you're saying... that's so bad. He's giving me like... So you're saying that you fainted inside this room because someone had drugged you. That's probably horrible.
的确如此。
That is correct.
狡辩！
I told you not
即
to
便被
weasel.
人下药了，凶手也只可能是你。
Even if you're drugged, the only possible motive is you. You are holding that sword a little too much, a little too conveniently, okay? Also, that is so bad of you to assume.
本部手握铁证，是绝技不可能弄错的。
I've got ironclad proof. There's no way I'm wrong.
不知能否请马捕头详细说一说，
Would it
你
be
手中的铁证
possible
是什么？
to ask you to elaborate on what the ironclad proof is?
大胆，竟敢闯
I
进本部！
asked. How dare you? Trying to provoke me.
理越辩越明。
Truth fears no
知县
questions.
大人也一定想听听你的分析，才能避免弄错。
Surely
不是吗？
surely the judge also wants to see your proof to avoid misjudgment.
罗佩是本地名人，
Oh.
本官必要给乡民一个交代。
He sounds so much more sophisticated than the character I'm thinking he is. Lope is a local celebrity. I must account for this properly to the townspeople.
马捕头就说说吧，
说
人抓的我也安心点儿。
Tell us what you know then, Officer Ma, just so I could be at peace with this arrest.
好，
好，
让你清楚自己是如何被抓的。
just so you know how... I need to give him a better voice. Fine. Just so you know how you got caught. Deduction.
禀章知县，
Judge Chong.
原因很简单，
It's simple.
直到我们发现尸体之前，这个房间
Up
都
until
处
we
于
found
密
the
闭的状
corpse,
态。
this room was completely sealed off.
密闭状态，
Sealed off?
屋内唯一的窗户
The
断
window
木
frame
格，
prevents
人是
anyone
不可能
from
进出的。
entering and leaving through it.
屋门又是从内侧插上了门栓，
The door was bolted? The door was bolted from the inside.
若非本捕一脚踹断了门栓，我们都进不了屋。
If I hadn't broken the latch with my... That's not bolted. That's just a latch. Broken the latch with my kick. We wouldn't even have been able to get in.
这意味着，凶手只可能是案发时还在屋内的人。
Which means that the murderer could only be somebody who was already in the room.
也就是你。
That somebody is you! Get your hand off that sword, sir.
怎么会这样？
How could this be?
房间是密闭
The
的，
room was sealed off.
还
And
是
I
我
was
自
the
己
only
挂
one
上
who
了门
hung the
栓。
door latch.
理是不是越辩越明了？
Ain't the truth as clear as day now?
还不认罪？
Won't you just confess already?
马捕头刚刚的分析还是很清晰的，我想应该不会弄错。
Never mind, he just seems... Like, this is a thing I have to deal with. This is gonna be a mess. I have to deal with all the paperwork. Now that's his character. This is what I'm getting. Officer Ma's deduction seems quite precise. I believe there has been no misjudgment.
沈先生，除非你能出示一份能证明你自己无辜的决定性证据，
Mr. Shen, unless you were able to provide conclusive evidence to prove your innocence.
否则本官就要下令将你羁押了。
Yeah. I'll have no choice but to give orders to take you into custody.
我的双手都被绑着，该如何在这么短的时间里找到决定性的证据？
Both my hands are tied. How am I supposed to find evidence in such a short time? The cake. Have someone eat it.
沈仲平，
Come down.
你要冷静下来，通过观察和推理来解决问题。
Calm down, Shen Chongping. This problem can be solved through observation and reasoning.
一切行为都会在现场留下痕迹。
All actions are bound to leave a trace on the scene.
我很清楚被害人不是我
You're an investigator, this is your job.
有人设计来陷害。
I am absolutely sure that I did not murder the victim. Someone is trying to frame me. You also have blood all over you. I don't know why.
因此，在现场遗留的痕迹中，一定能找到所谓的
So I'll be able to
矛盾存
find
在。
a contradiction within the traces left behind at the scene.
在回答知县的问题前，我必须先仔细观察一下现场。
Before I answer Judge Chung's questions, I need to carefully observe the scene first. Ooh. Here we go. Oh! That's cool. Several long continuations of blood splattered on the floor. They are cast off patterns, bloodstains. There is an evident gap between the three longest bloodstains. How could this be? A gap in the bloodstains is most likely caused by a gap in the bloodstain. Something being removed? The disruption of the bloodstain was likely because something blocked the path of the splatter. The appearance of a gap shows that something that was once there has been moved. I thought I had a like sort of, and it just clicked. A short blade stained with blood. This should be the murder weapon, found within my grasp, and I've seen its evidence against me. A dagger stained with blood. Yeah. The victim died facing upwards with multiple wounds on his chest. Clothes stained with blood. My hands and feet are tied, so I can't get any closer to see any other details of the corpse. The blood on my sleeve most probably belongs to the deceased. It seems there is also blood on my back as well. Quit moving, you punk. What are you trying at? Officer Ma, could I trouble you to help me take off my coat? Oi, how dare you order me around? I would like to take a look at the back to see if it is also stained with blood. Indeed, Mr. Shen, there are bloodstains on your back. That's gotta be Master Lo's blood. Completed.
找到能自证清白的证据了吗？
Have you found evidence that can prove your innocence?
这件证据就能证明我的清白。
This piece of evidence will be able to prove my innocence. Okay, looks like I got amount. I wonder if I just die. I think this, because why would there be splatters on my back? Here's the proof!
请问马捕头，
Officer Ma,
一个背对死者的人，能够
is a
用刀杀
person
人
able
吗？
to kill someone with a dagger while having his back towards them?
自然不能。
Of course not. That's a bullet.
那么，
If so,
这件血衣，
this bloodstained coat
证明
will
我的
be
清白。
able to prove my innocence.
难道这血衣不是你
So
的？
this coat ain't yours.
是我，
It is mine.
正穿在我身上。
I am wearing it.
真是
Duh.
胡闹！你手
What kind
上
of
持刀
nonsense is this?
衣服沾血，
With dagger and
还敢说
blood,
自己无
you're
罪？
still saying you ain't guilty.
沈先生，这件血衣如何能证明你是无辜的？
Mr. Shen, how does this bloodstained coat prove that you are innocent?
请看衣服上血渍的位置，
Take a
出现
look
在背后
at where the bloodstains are.
而不是胸
They
前。
appear on the back and not across the chest.
这又能说明什
Bruh.
么呢？
So what does that imply?
说明死者
It
的血迹
implies that my back
背对
towards the
他。
victim when his blood was spilled.
我既然背对死
As
者，
my back is facing the
自然无
victim,
法
I
举
am
刀扎他的
unable to
身体。
raise a dagger to stab in the
因
chest.
此
Not
凶
just
手不
that,
是我。
but multiple times.
你定是在杀人的时候把衣服反过来穿了。
Sure. My very sophisticated look that looks like I've had no problem, no disorganization in my clothes. Sure I did. You must have turned your clothes inside out when you committed the murder.
这种鬼把戏，本捕见得多了。
Such trickery is nothing new to me.
马捕头，请看这里，
Officer Ma, please look here.
地上有2道总是连续的抛甩状血迹，它们
The
的中
floor
间
has
有一个
multiple
明显的
cast
断
off
层。
pattern bloodstains, including one with a noticeable gap.
断层的出现，说明
Oh,
在
I
那
see it now, like
原
this
本
whole
有一个
area.
遮挡物，
It shows that there was
后来移动
once
了位置。
something there that had been moved later on. But,
难道
bruh,
有人破坏了现场？
did someone mess with the crime scene? Bruh, this
那个遮
guy.
挡物，
That
应该
something
就
was
是我自己。
probably me.
我没猜错的话，
If I am right, the bloodstain
我
was
背
on
上
my
的血
back.
渍应该
Should
能
be
与
able
地
to
上的血
match
迹
this
拼合起来，
bloodstain on the floor. Oh, all
这
the
便
things
能
are
证
gone.
明，案发时我已经晕倒在地上。
This will prove that I was unconscious on the floor during the time of the crime. Also, his top coat is missing. So that is weird. Nani? That's Japanese, I'm sorry. 什么?
而倒在地上的我，是没办法持刀捅人，
I would not
并
have
留
been
下那样的
capable of
血迹。
stabbing him to create such bloodstains as I laid on the floor.
有一定道理。
There is some truth to that.
因此，
Therefore,
事实的
Mingzi.
真相是，
Mingzi. I forgot. Mingzi is therefore, I think. I'm pretty sure. The truth of the matter is,
凶手杀死罗佩后，
after the
把刀
murderer
柄塞到
killed
我手
Lope,
借机架
he
我。
planted the dagger in my hands to frame me for his crime. I think it was the wife. I think it was the wife. The one crying. She has nothing to say right now.
即 即便全身被绑，也能冷静地分析、还原现场情况。
Even while you are completely tied up, you are still able to calmly analyze the crime scene.
沈先
Mr.
生
Shen, that's
令我
impressive.
刮目相看。
I'm an investigator, dude. That's my job.
看来
So
你果
that
然
you
是个
really
侦
are a
探。
detective. Thank you. Thank you. You put the two and two together.
大人过奖了，
You flatter me.
我的嫌疑终于洗清了吗？
Judge time. So my suspicion has finally been cleared. Oh. Don't know. As the only two people in this room, if you ain't the murderer, you saying he
难道
killed
罗峰是
himself.
自杀吗？
若想知道真相，
Oh.
我需要全
If
面
I
地
want to
调查
find the
一下现
truth,
场。
I need to thoroughly investigate the crime scene.
当我手脚被绑，
However, my
调查不便，
hands and feet tied, it
不知
is
张大人
impossible for me to
是否可以
investigate.
马捕头，
Thank you.
要不
Maputo.
我们给他松绑？
What is officer? What is officer in Chinese? This is gonna bug me. Give me 1 second here. Officer. Oh, this one maybe. No, you're not gonna let me see it. I want it. Don't pull. I don't know. How we untie him? Lord, what if he?
大人放心，
Rest assured,
在查清案子之前，
I will not leave this
我绝不离
place
开这里。
until we get to the bottom of this case.
你要是敢在我眼皮子底下耍花招，
Oh,
本
he's
部
such
绝
a
不轻
typical
饶。
character. If you try any funny business under my nose, you'll pay for it. I keep so distracted that their voices are not consistent. I am finally allowed to move around the room. I need to investigate the crime scene as quick as possible. I can't miss a single detail. First off, where's his clothes? Ah, you got the thing. Okay, good. Throughout investigations, I will surely encounter many doubts. I should think carefully. Mirror. I can see my reflection in the Western style mirror. Will I be able to clear my name? Let's do the plate first, huh? There were several pieces of rice cakes on the plate, but they are now all gone. Interesting. Corpse. This is Lopez. Lopez corpse. Should I commence an autopsy now and maybe later? Desk. Lopez's desk is placed in front of the window. When I met him last night, he was bent over his desk writing the entire time. Let me take a look at what he has on his desk. Hey! What do you think you're doing? Quit moving around. Bruh. I need to examine the desk and then see if there are any clues. Who knows if there are any unpublished manuscripts sitting on the desk? You can't just go snooping around and touch stuff. Bruh, that's what I do! Officer Ma, I understand your concerns, but I merely wish to investigate. I'll be careful. You better be. I'll be keeping a close eye on you from here. Thanks. Okay, see investigation. Okay, let's see here. Huh, go here first. There's a pile of blank rice papers in the drawer with a paperweight placed on top. Next to the papers are 2 new pens, 3 candles, and a box of matches. There's also a small box. It is an ink cartridge made of tin holding a half-used ink block. There's a book titled Tales of the Moon Colony. There are several magazines underneath it, all of which are illustrated fiction. A stack of newspapers, various issues on the Shanghai News, have all published low-paced work. Okay, what's this? A stack of books on the table, including The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes! Oh, there we are. Okay, I think there's something about this candle here. A common white glazed candlestick. There is still half a stick of burned candle on top. That's it? Okay. Huh. Well, his paper is obviously not in here. I mean, one of the brushes are still... A rack of 4 calligraphy brushes hang on it, and a piece of oil paper underneath the rack. The ink on one of the calligraphy brushes has not dried out yet. Okay, can I do this? Bruh, that better not take up one of my stuff. That better not. Okay, good. What's this? A simple square-shaped inkstone. There are several plum blossoms engraved on one side. There's a layer of residual ink on the inkstone that is starting to harden into a gelled state. Window, maybe? A frame on the window that would stop a person from climbing in or out. No traces of scaling. Okay. At least it won't, like... I was unable to find any useful clues. It seems like something is missing from the table. See, there is something. Yeah, it seems like there is something definitely missing. Bedside table. A walnut bedside table, there are books and several old newspapers on top. Within the bedside table are undergarments and such. One of these newspapers carried the news of Lope publishing his novel. The photo of his on this newspaper? The one on the left is Lope, and the one on the right seems to be a lady we saw last night. Oh, that's not her, I just realized. Huh. According to this, the young lady is Yu P. Chung, an editor who helped Lope publish his books. I mean, that looks like his wife. Maybe she had a crush on him? I don't know. There are piles of old books underneath the novelist's bed. They are all covered in dust, which means that he has not read them in quite a while. Okay, wardrobe. It's still locked. Let me try to pick the lock open. Yeah, I give up. Come on, man. If only Afu was here. He's very skilled in things like this. Where is he? It's been a while. It's morning now. Where is he? Did he just say, he's fine? You know, typical typical, you know, detective here, just chilling, having a whole night. Okay. Lo Shi Wen, uncle. Oh, it's uncle. Okay. Uncle, now that you're gone, I am truly alone. I am sorry for your loss. In order to uncover the truth, I need to ask you a few questions. You're the one who murdered him. There's no need for your crocodile tears. Someone murdered your uncle and framed me. I'm sure you would like to find out the truth as much as I do. Go on and ask that. Events this morning. Please tell me about the events you encountered this morning. Every morning, I come by my uncle's place to help him with the jobs and that he's too busy to deal with. There has to be someone to take care of one of these acts, like cleaning up and feeding the chickens. What do you do for a living? My uncle pays me. I also help him organize manuscripts, that's it. I understand. Please continue recounting what happened this morning. So he touches the manuscript, so he might have fumbled with the desk. I came to visit Uncle, like usual, but I couldn't hear his sound from the room, which was strange. Oh. When I arrived, I saw young was already here. He said that he didn't see my uncle either. I knocked on the door for quite a while, but no one answered, so suspect, witness. I have a sense of no, so I kept sensing the smell of blood coming from inside the room. I felt like something was terribly wrong, so I told young to hurry and get someone. When we finally entered the room, I found that my uncle had been murdered. I wanted to ask them. Within your uncle's interpersonal relationships, have you ever noticed someone suspicious? My elbow is getting a bit there. Aren't you the most suspicious person? Bruh, not me. Then let me pose this question differently. Did your uncle hold any grudges against anyone? My uncle was very friendly. But he held some kind of a grudge against Yangtze, the errand runner. What kind of grudge? Young attempted to steal coins from the table during delivery. My uncle caught him. Young was seized by the government and got beaten for it too. When did this occur? It was about half a month ago, so I'm sure he's still bitter about it. Do you suspect that Young murdered him out of vengeance? After all, he is the one who delivers rice cakes to my uncle. Oh! Also, when I arrived this morning, he was already here. I don't know how long he'd been. Now that I recall, he did have some sort of sneaky look on his face. It seems that this is necessary to talk about this issue with Young Uh-huh. No more questions. So that's a pretty good suspect. And now... corpse. This is the big corpse. Yes. Commence the autopsy. Yes. Okay. First off. Chest. That's cool. His chest is stained with blood. Among the 3 evident stab wounds, 2 were fatal. So 3 stab wounds. So 3 times. The wound was small and deep. The shape of the wound is consistent with the bloodstained dagger. Locations of the 3 stab wounds are irregular and in different directions as well. Huh. Oh, that's cool. Uh-huh. Yeah. Looks like he did eat some. Oh no, white powder on the collar of the deceased. Feels like something made from glutinous rice. These are crumbs. The rice cake. Yeah, it is. It seems that Lope had eaten a rice cake before he died. So what? He saw me faint and he's like, oh, this delicious rice cake. And then faints. That doesn't make... unless the guy had it in his hand because it looks like he got it on him. That he like forced it in his mouth and then Adam stabbed or something. I don't know. Okay. Limbs. There are no abnormalities found on the limbs of the deceased. No hesitation wound or defense wounds are present on any... Yeah, so it looks like he fainted and someone stabbed him. Quite peculiar. Huh. No abnormalities, no defense wounds. Okay. What? Why are you letting me go here? Why am I zoomed in here? Deceased is in his undergarments and his coat is gone. Yeah, the coat is gone. I have searched the entire room for it, but it is nowhere to be found. This is a noticeable thing. If this room was a locked room, how could the coat disappear to thin air? That is true. Where's the coat? Whoever's the coat. Suspicious. Lips. His mustache is crooked. Upon further investigation, there is glue on the other side. Oh no, don't expose him. Do not expose him. This mustache shaped looks Western, not Han Chinese. Let him keep it. Let him die with that beautiful mustache. Apparently the deceased is wearing a fake mustache. Do not rip that off. Let him live. Oh, he drew it too. Okay, hair, I guess. A faint fragrance can be smelled from the hair of the deceased. The scent isn't from flowers and scents are cologne. It seems to resemble a scent similar to camphor wood. Huh. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Autopsy report. Dead by stabbing, no defense wounds. Okay. I have compiled investigations on the corpse. I need to reconsider relative clouds of doubt. Oh, so tab. Aha. And then what was this? Glossary. We have detective stuff here. Knowledge. I hope I'm not quizzed on this. I want that one. Hello? After chapter 2, you say? Oh my. Okay. Oh, book. A wooden box is filled with books that Lo Pei has finished. Polished. Ghost in the Well, Bells and Bones, Mysterious Echo, The Confined Room Mystery. Oh, well. That last one was a bit, unfortunately, the copy of The Confined Room Mystery is not the original manuscript. Yeah, sigh. You like The Confined Room Mystery too? You're loving this because of it. The reason why I came to visit Lo Pei was to speak with him about this book. Oh. You got good taste. Death scenes in The Confined Room Mystery were absolutely stunning. Great, thanks. Officer Ma, do you know where the inspiration of this book comes from? Ain't got a clue, but Master Lu was an extraordinary fella. Anything could inspire him. Like, bruh. But if we're talking about good storytelling, it's gotta be Swordsman Case. It's a real dang shame we'll never get to read the next volume. Bruh. Okay, I'll do this one. I can't believe Lord would allow you to join in the investigations. Don't even try to play any tricks. I'm watching your every move. Rest assured, officer, I will uncover the actual murderer. You better. Keep in mind, don't mess with the crime scene with your incompetence. Alright. In order to find out the truth, I would like Officer Ma to answer a few of my questions. Go on then, ask away. Hence before I will. Officer Ma, were there any other people present when you arrived on the scene? What happened? Why are you asking so much? Are you trying to say that I didn't protect the crime scene? Let me give you the facts. Everything is exactly the way it was when we arrived. No one's allowed to mess with the crime scene under my watch. You misunderstand me, Officer Ma. I just want to know what happenings occurred before I awoke. When we got here, Lo Shiwen was shaking the door, saying he smelled blood coming inside. I was worried about Master Lo, so when I went up to the door and kicked it right open. After that, well, you know what happened after. I suppose no one could have come in or gone out during that period. Obviously, I've got a soldier standing guard outside the courtyard. We searched the entire premises, but we didn't find others, during which no one left either. Did it? That's why the murder is definitely you. Who could it be, huh? She's like, oh, brat. I understand. Once I complete my investigations, I will explain everything to you. This Officer Ma. Go on then, ask away. What's your relationship, bro? You seem very admiring. Officer Ma, it seems you admired the victim. Of course. Master Lo was a great novelist. Everyone respects him. Does Lo Pei have any relatives? His wife died young, and they have no children. He's got a good-for-nothing nephew, though. Over there, the one who won't quit sobbing. Stop crying already, I'm sick of that awful noise. Bro. Go on then, ask away. That's it. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. So I pressed F. I got my thoughts. Did Lo Pei commit suicide? Unusual, it's at the desk. Okay, let me look at this. I did not find any hesitation wounds on Lo Pei. That is very unusual for a suicidal case, so he's not suicidal. There are no injuries caused by a fight or a fall. It is also quite unusual for a homicide case. So murder. Perhaps this can explain why there aren't any defense wounds present. The reason why there weren't any defense wounds was because Lo Pei ate the rice cakes that contained knockout drugs, the same ones I ate. He was in a state of unconsciousness when he was murdered. There must have been another person in the room at that time. That person is the murderer. Who could it have been? How were they able to leave the locked room? No, he was murdered. Ooh, that's cool. So I can do this. Okay, grudge between Lo Wei and yes. Lo Shiwen, making sure. Okay. stated that Yangtze was responsible for delivering rice cakes to Lo Pei. Theoretically, Yangtze had the chance to tamper with the rice cakes. He also had the motive. Could it be that Yangtze, I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong, killed him out of revenge? I need to confirm this issue with Yangtze. Spring coat. If the room was locked, yeah. The fact that the coat of the deceased is missing is particularly odd. Assuming Ma was honest before they arrived at the scene, the room was locked with no way in or out. Then, this coat must definitely still be inside this room. I should talk with Lo Pei's relative. I need to obtain more information on the coat. Okay, so I can talk to him again, maybe. The desk seems to be missing. Nothing usual on the desk. However, I felt something was unusual about it. It seems like something is missing. What could it be? Okay. So the only thing I did was this one. How did the murderer leave? Yeah. I hung the door latch. Lo Pei and I were the only ones inside when Officer Ma broke in. The only way to enter or exit the room is by going through the wooden front door. How did the murderer leave the scene without removing the door latch? Or perhaps the other way. How did the murderer latch the door from the outside? Huh. I could probably talk to him again then? Huh? Ah, there it is. Okay. Your uncle's attire coat, deerstalker, and false mustache. Don't bring that up! Was quite unusual. And the mustache were all characteristics of his novelist identity. He has purposely dressed himself up all this way to become famous. So that ill-fitting strange coat was also one of his characters. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes, brah. You're a detective. You should know this. Strange coat? You mean that western wind coat he wore all the time? Precisely. The wind coat made of silk. The tailor-made coat was one of my uncle's characteristics. He spent a lot to hire the best tailor to use the best fabric for the coat, but it turned out the fact that this wind coat is not present at the crime scene is what caught my attention. You're saying that my uncle's coat disappeared into thin air? Yeah, look around you, bruh. Perhaps the murderer took it with them. The way he said it, Mr. Shen, sounds as if it were a plot from a novel. Go on, ask me then. Nothing. Okay. This is very convenient. Disappearing coat. According to Lo Shirun, this coat was tailor-made for Lo Pei. The coat was one of the characteristics of Lo Pei's novelist identity. He always wore it. I wonder if this is all his plan. I mean, he's very much dead. But, like, as if this is how he wanted to go out, you know? I mean, he doesn't have a wife. He said there was no kids or anything. Like, he's pretty much just solo. He wanted to end his life, maybe, like, kind of like as his character in his novel. Characteristics were kind of a weird thing on it. And then the book about literally the murder and the locked, like, very, very convenient. Something of such importance ought to be left at the scene. Plus, the fact that I ate a rice cake and fainted, like, immediately. And the guy was like, here, a delicious rice cake. Let's talk about it in depth. And then I eat it, and then what? He eats it just because he saw me faint? Yeah, sure, that doesn't make sense. He's a nakama. However, it is no longer in this room. The murderer is the only person who has left this room. He must have taken the coat with him. The murderer must have had a reason to do so. Okay. So, oh, nope. Do I do anything? Okay, Z is skip. Nothing there, nothing there. I think I need to talk with him. I think just Judge. Judge Chong, did you notice anything out of the ordinary when you arrived? Well, I was not aware of anything unusual. Lo Shiwen shook the door, and Officer Ma kicked it open, and we found you and Lo Pei covered in blood. I suppose no one suspicious was discovered during that process. Well, none at all. What kind of person was Lo Pei? Lo Pei gained great fame when his book Chamber of Dance was serialized in the Shanghai News. As the first celebrity to come out from this town in decades. Naturally, he was loved by all. This town was originally named Qingxi Town to comply with popular will. He renamed it Po Town. What? I'm sorry, a Chinese town called Po Town. It sounds so weird. Alright, I understand now. Well, I don't think I can leave. Examine the front door. There we go. A simple and modest front door made from... Is that the same wood that you saw, or no? The broken latch still hangs on the broken door, exposing the brown lines within. Officer Ma, did you say you broke this door down? Broke this door latch with your kick? When I got here, that Lo Shiwen... Oh, it's him. When I got here, Lo Shiwen was shaking the door with all his might. What good would that do when the door was locked from inside? I got anxious, so I went up and BAM! Kicked the door open right open. A simple, modest front door. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. You have like all this stuff from it. Oh, that's so cool. By the end of the Qing dynasty, under the influence and intervention of new ideas, Chinese people were increasingly eager to explore Western culture. During this time, novels easily became new favorites due to their accessibilities and widespread publication. Amongst which, Western detective fiction, with its intricate plots and ingenious case designs, became the top choice for the majority of the people. The story of Sherlock Holmes was a big hit ever since it was first translated to Chinese and published in the Current Affairs newspaper in 1896. That is so cool that there's actual like historic stuff. I love that. Tales of the Moon Colony, yeah, what is this? Can be rated as the ancestor of Chinese science fiction. Okay. Written by Huangjiang Diaoso. It was serialized in illustrated fiction between 1904 and 1905, so it's after Sherlock, with a total of 35 chapters and no ending. The subject of the novel was a particular balloon in which the main character travels across the sea in search of his wife and children, whilst encountering aliens from the moon. This novel combines the vernacular style of traditional novels with the essence of science fiction, creating a work of high artistic value in the late Qing dynasty. Detective. The Chinese word for detective appeared in the Song dynasty, way back at the latest, originally used as a verb meaning to inspect and inquire. The word was later developed to be used as a noun. For example, the arms mentioned in the memorandum for the reappraisal matters in Jitown, written during the Ming Dynasty, included detective, which is equivalent to scouts in modern times. By the end of the Qing Dynasty and the beginning of the Republic of China, with the emergence of large quantities of detective fiction, such as Detective World, and the stories of Sherlock Holmes, the term detective had evolved to refer specifically to investigators working the case. Cool. I am not gonna... okay. When we get more into that... that is interesting, though. Especially multiple defense when we must be key of evidence to murder. It's always interesting, because you always, like, I mean, as someone who's from America, you get that a lot. Can I exit? Oh, I can! I can exit! Okay!
先生，可算等到你了。
Oh, is it Afu? Where you been? Ren, I've been waiting for you. Bruh.
我听说屋里发生了命案。
Look at you and your little get up. I finally see you up close. I heard there's been a murder in that house.
大人有令，凶案现场不许喧哗。
His Honor has orders that there is to be no shouting at the crime scene. Okay.
先生，你看起来脸色很差，
You don't
不
look
要紧
well.
吧？
Is everything alright?
我没事，
我没事。
不过在查明真相之前，
我没事。
怕是得滞留在这里了。
However, I am afraid I will have to stay here until the truth is uncovered.
找到凶手了吗？最大嫌疑人是谁？
方式是谁? Have you found the murderer? Who is the prime suspect?
目前嫌疑
At the
最大
moment, the prime suspect is
是我。
me. Aha!
原来凶手就是先生自
It's
己。
actually you, Shen. I knew it all along. I knew it. And yeah.
我来
Bruh,
帮忙。
let me help you. Yeah.
哎，大人有令，闲杂人等不得入内。
His Honor has orders to random people aren't allowed to enter.
兵老爷，
冰老爷，
我可不是什么闲杂人等。
冰老爷. Soldier, I am not some random person.
大人有
His Honor
令，
has
大人
ordered
守住此门
that I need to guard this gate, and you aren't allowed to enter. Just you. Soldier.
张大人让你守住院门，是为了拦住那些与查案无关的人，对吧？
Soldier, Judge Chung asked you to guard the gates and keep out those uninvolved in this case, right? You're not
这是
wrong.
不假。
Well,
若是与
if
案子
someone
有
is
关的人，
relevant, should he
你
be
让他
allowed
进
to enter?
倒也
对耶，
对。
对。
兵老爷，
Soldier,
沈先生不
Shen
幸
is
成为此案
unfortunately
的
a
嫌疑
suspect
人，
case. He's
就
trying to
该
clear
尽
his
其律令
name.
而我是他的助手
I。am his trustworthy
那你
really
说，
assistant.
我是不是与
Don't
查
you
案有
think
关？
that I should be involved in this case?
啊，明白了。
啊，对呀，对。我试试。
兵老爷果然是明白人。
I said that wrong. I knew a soldier would understand. Oh, you silver
你
tongues.
是帮凶，
You're the accomplice.
帮凶与
The
查案
accomplice also involved in investigations.
也有关。
You can come in and be investigated. Well done.
不能耽误了
Investigations
查
can't
案
be delayed. Thank you. Woo.
大致情况就是这样。
That is the general situation. Look at him. Again, really.
这就是你对案子的评价
What's。your evaluation of the case?
哪
Yes.
里？
God?
我只是在感慨自己成为帮凶这件事。
Nope. This is just a sign for becoming an accomplice. Okay.
能让你进来就
It
不
was
错
good。enough that they allowed you to come in. Hurry up and help me investigate. Like, hurry up.
好嘞，
好嘞. Okie dokie. 好嘞. Come on. You're gonna help me break open this thing. Do not talk.
什么人？
我什么人？
敢擅自闯进来？
Who goes there? Who gave you the nerve to break in?
张知县，马捕头。这位是阿福，是我的助手。希望二位能允许他协助我调查此案。
Chang, Officer Ma. This is Afu, my assistant. Please allow him to assist me.
能让你查案已经是破例了，就弄来个什么助手，简直是得寸
If
进
that does
尺。
not make me even more innocent, bruh. You already made an exception by allowing your investigation, and now an assistant?
阿福擅长痕迹
He
比
is
对
mechanically
和一些
minded
机
and
关
is
技巧，
skilled in comparing
一定会对
traces.
查案有帮
He'll
助。
be a great help.
嘿嘿，那叫格致学。
It's called science, dumbass.
马捕头，用人不疑嘛。
Clear your doubts, Officer Ma. If you haven't noticed already, they're totally fine.
既然已经让沈先生查案了，就按他的习惯来吧。
Since we've already allowed Mr. Shen to join in our investigations, let him do things his way.
多谢知县大人。
Yeah, my gratitude, Your Honor. If you
要
put
是
us
查不出
on
真
that
相，
obstruction of official
再加一
duties
条妨害
to your
公务
list
之
of
罪，
crimes.
镇压人。
Nice. Yes, yes. Do. First off, you fix this. Break it. Afu, this wardrobe is locked. Do you think you could find a way to open it? Ah, no problem. This kind of bolt pen spring lock is a piece of cake. Literally, if it's the same one I have, you just take a thing and just slide it in. I will leave it to you then. What you doing touching that wardrobe for, you punk? I thought I told you not to mess with the crime scene. Officer Mop, this wardrobe is one of the few remaining blind spots. If this leads to an error in the investigation, surely no one would want to see that outcome. Of course, due diligence is crucial to the case. You better be careful when you're opening that. Don't worry, officer. I'm an expert on locks. Ooh. Ah. So that one, this one, that one. Ta-da! Well, that's very messy. Haha, I did it. Do. Look, Shen. It looks like someone did hide inside this wardrobe before. Partition board removed. Clothes piled, enough space for one to hide. But he would have noticed this. Could it be that the murderer once hid inside this wardrobe? There is no rush to jump to conclusions. Let us first examine the scene carefully. Okay, so what is this? Shen, this is a strip of clothing over here. Could this be a clue? Oh, this thing. Take it out for further examination. All right. Whoa. Shen, it's a bunch of stripped up clothing. It was probably used as a ribbon to tie up quilts. This ribbon is dirty in the middle. It seems to be smudged with dust. This quilt has traces of binding, so the ribbon most likely was removed from here. Why would someone remove the ribbon from a bundled quilt and stuff it inside the clothes? Indeed, it is quite peculiar. We need to record this situation. Tough fabric smudged with dust in the middle, used to tie quilts, was removed and stuffed in the quilt pile. What is that? Shen, what is that black spot? A wood chip. All the clothes are clean. I guess a piece broke off from the partition board and landed here. No, the color and texture of the wood chip differs from that of the partition board. I'm knowledgeable in the wood. Let me take a look. My voice is gone because of all these voices. And I'm trying to differentiate Afu from Shen, and it's not working. It really is different. Let me smell it as well. Take a nice lick. Sniff. Without a doubt, it's not the same material as the partition board. Oh my goodness. Okay. Explain your deduction. Camphor wood wardrobes can repel insects and leave a lasting fragrance on clothes stored within. However, this chip has no fragrance. It's brownish and it's hard. Okay, it seems more like pine wood. Why would a pine wood chip appear in the cupboard made of camphor wood? Worth noting. We need to keep an eye out for objects made from pine wood in this house. Understood. Here then, I guess. This seems quite odd. Shen, have you noticed something unusual? Look closely at the bottom of the wardrobe. The left side with the clothes has collected dust. Yet the empty space to the right is unusually clean, as if it had just been wiped. Then it seems someone cleaned this place. Ooh, we cleaned it. Oh, that did not help my throat. Bedside table, bed. I think there's checks. Huh. Do I need to say anything? Z. Oh, no. Desk, I've already... Okay, so it tells me at least. Okay. Yeah. Corpse, plate, mirror, Officer Ma. Don't think I do. Let's exit. Oh, right. I need to do F. Oh, it says right there, F. And there's ribbon on the wardrobe. The ribbon is dirty in the middle and must have been used in some way to leave such a smudge. Shen, do you think the murderer took the ribbon to bind you or Lo Pei? That's a reasonable guess. However, there's no rope marks present on both Lo Pei and me. Oh, I see. Then again, this ribbon, I can't help but feel like I've seen it before. Oh? Where was it? Oh, come on. I remember now. When I arrived last night, I saw cloth strips hanging from the ceiling. Oh, from there. Huh? Could it be that Lope was strangled to death before he was stabbed? No? Then there would be strangulation marks around the corpse neck. So check the roof. The roof! Shen, why is the wood chip worth investigating? How is it connected to the case? It's unusual and out of place, Afu. Isn't it common for something dirty to stick onto clothes? The wood chip appears between two piles of clean clothes. Also is made from a wood. That's the reason why I am so interested. Its relevance to the case depends on where it came from. Perhaps the wood chip came from this place. Present. This one maybe? Maybe that? Shen! This wood chip fell from the door latch. The material and texture is a perfect match with the door latch's fracture. Well done. This may be the key to unlocking the truth. But very strange. How could a wood chip from the fracture of the door appear in the wardrobe? As the case gradually becomes clear, the answer will come to light. Okay, so I know for sure we need to just talk to this guy, Mr. Suspect. Surprised you're still here. Bold of you to stay here. Hey, Shen, what is this? So you are Western. I guess. You're very much like, what is this? These rice cakes are a local delicacy. I ate a piece last night. Don't. Like, huh? Why did you pause, Shen? How did you feel after eating a piece last night? I did not feel much. I ate a piece last night and lost consciousness right after. Seeing your reaction, this bundle of rice cakes probably is not laced with knockout drugs. Hello, suspect. Mr. Official. Where can I go? I still have steam buns to deliver this morning. Excuse me. Who may you be? My name is Yangtze. I run errands on the daily. I was the one who called the officials today. May I ask you about the case? Of course, everyone now knows that I'm warm-hearted, considerate, helpful, friendly. Bruh, just tell me about what happened this morning. Master Lo loves rice cakes. Every morning, Master Lo will ask me to deliver a bundle. As I specialize in errand running at my service is 100% impeccable. Everyone knows around knows. Just tell me about what you saw when you arrived at Lope's courtyard. Usually, Master Lo is already out of bed and exercising in the courtyard, waiting for me. This morning, I came to deliver the rice cakes as usual, and I didn't see Lope anywhere. I thought he probably overslept, so I hollered for him, but there was no response. I saw the gates were open, so I went inside the courtyard and put the rice cakes on the table. Then somebody called out to me. It was Master Lo's nephew, Lo Shiwen. So I went over to knock on the door, but there was still no response at all. Lo Shiwen smelled blood and asked me to call officials, so the stories check out. I was so scared, so I ran all the way to the government office and got Officer Ma. Officer Ma and Lo Shiwen opened the door down together while I waited outside. You mean to say that you never entered Lope's house? After hearing someone died in there, my legs were scared stiff. How could I dare go in? So he doesn't have the nerve, maybe. That's a peculiar trinket. I was planning to leave, but a soldier came and blocked the gate, so I got stranded here. I understand now. Thank you. Is there anything else you want to ask? About Lope. How much do you know about Lope? Master Lo, it was the lower day and I'm just an errand runner. Since Officer Ma is familiar with Master Lo, why don't you go and ask Officer Ma about this? Oh, what do you mean by that? I caught sight of Master Lo and Officer Ma meeting in private several times, though. Are they close friends with one another? However, there was one time when they got into a fight and Officer Ma even unshielded his blade. What were they arguing about? I didn't have the guts to eavesdrop. Officer Ma was already fuming. need to confirm the dispute with Officer Ma. Is there anything else you want to ask? Yeah. Rice cakes. The rice cakes Lo Pei eats are delivered by you, is that correct? Sure. I deliver them every day. Everyone around knows that I do my job seriously. He delivers them, but not necessarily makes them. I passed out after eating a rice cake last night. Apparently, it was laced with knockout drugs. What? That wasn't me. I did do that. Don't be ridiculous. I have nothing against Lo Pei and never even met you before. Why would I do that? Did the rice cakes you delivered to Lo Pei ever pass through the hands of someone else? Impossible. If something is handled to me, there's no way I'd give it to someone else. So he just a deliverer. He's not the one who made them. But I heard he loves rice cakes. He'd never turn them down. Maybe it was a gift from a reader. Ah. Do you know of anyone who gifted him rice cakes? Not a clue. Just how about you let me go and ask Mr. Kao? Everyone around knows that I'm... No, thank you. Is there anything else you want to ask? Grudge. What is this? Young heir, I heard that you once had a grudge with Lo Pei. Is that true? No way. How could I ever have the guts to hold a grudge against Master Lo? Lo Pei noticed you stealing his money and you were beaten at the court for it. Am I wrong? That was a misunderstanding. How could it even count as a grudge? I saw several coins on the floor, so I wanted to pick them up and return to him. That's all in the past. If Mr. Shen had reminded me, I would have forgotten about it already. That was only half a month ago. You're forgetting so soon. Could it be that you felt wronged by Lo Pei, then decided to kill him out of vengeance? Oh, that's a wrongful accusation. I don't even have the guts to kill a chicken, let alone a person. When you arrived on the scene this morning, were there any other people around? No one. But Lo Shuwen arrived pretty much right after. Ah. I've already told you everything about this morning in detail. Do you need me to brief myself? No, thank you. So anything else you want to... Yeah. Chickens? Look, Shen. There are 2 free-range chickens here. Sure, 2 chickens. Do you think they're involved in the case? I heard that the free-range chickens in this area have delicious meat because they walk so much. Like, wow. I am ashamed. My assistant, wow. Okay, so right now I need to talk with this guy here because he seems to be suspect. So when I questioned him about the core, Young seemed somewhat flustered. Furthermore, he had a chance to tamper with the rice cakes. Maybe Young did kill him out of revenge. Officer Ma has been quite aggressive. It seems he is eager to identify me as the murderer. According to Young Officer Ma once had a serious dispute with Lo Pei. What could this constitute a reason for murder? I need to confirm this issue with Officer Ma. That would also make sense of why he was so peculiar about those frickin' books. Can I not? Is there nothing to talk about the frickin' thing up there? Okay. Okay, Officer Ma. You're all over the place. You're not messing with the crime scene, are ya? Rest assured, Officer Ma, I am professional in that aspect. In order to find the truth, I would like Officer Ma to answer a few of my questions. Dispute. Officer Ma, I heard that you once had a dispute with Lo Pei. Could you? The audacity! How dare you suspect me? I have yet to confirm a suspect now. I also believe that Officer Ma has nothing to hide. I bet you heard this rumor from Young didn't you? Master Lo enjoyed drinking with me and talking about my past cases, you know, from source material. But Master Lo has always listened to me. He's always listened to me. He rarely talks about himself, so I got to ask him. Only then did I know how hard it was to write stuff and what he had to deal with from his fame. I was drunk and riled up, drawing out my sword to ask the gods why they'd make Master Lo suffer. He was born to put all of his talent into writing books. Young saw us when he came delivering something, but I didn't know how he would do me dirty like this. Me? Have a fight with Master Lo? Baloney! Go on then, let's go. You? Well, now I am baffled. Officer Mob tried to make light of the situation during our discussion. However, my intuition tells me that his connection with Lo Pei is not as simple as he depicts. Okay, so I think that's it. Is he not gonna... Nothing? Huh. So... Nothing. I don't believe anything else. No? I don't...
沈先生，
Oh,
你已经里里外外看了几遍了，
there he is.
也该跟张大人说说你的推理了吧？
Mr. Shen, you've looked through this pace. Should you explain your reason to Lord?
要是推不出来，也别浪费时间了，带上镣铐，乖乖跟本部回衙门吧。
Oh. Quit wasting time if you ain't got the proper answer. Just let me arrest you.
推理？现在？
Begin my deduction now?
先生，
是
怎么办？
What should we do?
我们还有很多疑
There
团
are
尚未解开。
still a lot of mysteries we haven't solved yet.
院子里能调查的地方，
We have already examined
我们
all
都
the
已经查
places that
过了。
could be investigated within Courtyard.
即便真相尚未完全明朗，
Even though the truth
也
is yet
必
to
须
be
与张知
clear,
县聊一聊了。
we need to discuss this case with Judge Chang.
张大人，我想我们可以聊一聊这个案子了。
Judge Chang, I believe that we are now able to discuss this case.
既然如此，你说说看吧。
你说说看吧. If so, you may begin. Oh! Deduction!
死者被发现的时候，
When the
这个房间
deceased
属于
was
密闭的状态。
discovered, this room was in a sealed-off state.
墙上的窗户
The
不能
window
进
cannot
出
be opened, leaving
唯
us
一的
the
出入
front
口
door locked
是
from
屋
the
门。
inside.
当屋门被再次打开
When the
时，
front door was reopened, the
屋内只有我
deceased and
和死
I
者
were the
两
only
人。
people inside the room.
在这种情况
Under
下，
these circumstances,
所有
everyone, including
甚至包
myself,
括我自己
would
都
instinctively
会本能
believe
地认为
that
凶手就是还
the
在屋内
murderer
的人。
must be someone who is still within the room, which would be me.
这一来，
Hence, we would have
我们
all
便都忽略
neglected
了
the possibility of a
屋内
third
藏有
person
第三个
hiding
人的
inside
可
this room. All right, then
要
tell
说
me,
说看，这第三个人能藏身何处啊？
where on earth would this third person be hiding?
当然是衣柜了。
That would be the wardrobe.
衣柜里的种
All
种痕迹
traces
都表
within the
明
wardrobe show
不久
that
前里面
someone
藏过
was
人。
hiding inside to not long ago.
屋内还藏有一个人，
There was another person in the room? He's like, oh,
沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
藏身
was the
于
person
衣柜
hiding in the
之中的
wardrobe the
人
murder?
便是凶手吗？
At this point, it has to be. Because no one else here is like suspicious, like, hey, I need to tell you something, hey, I saw something. So it would have to be. That
的
is.
确
Co-
如
Uh-oh. Co-
先生是说
So the first hid inside the wardrobe, then after you and Lopez were drugged,
溜出来
he
杀害
sneaked
罗
out,
佩
murdered
再嫁祸
Lopez,
给
and
你
framed you
对不
for
对
it, right?
哦，
Ah, so if I accidentally do
这
something
就
wrong,
是事
then
件
he'll
的
take
真
over.
相
Okay,
嘛。
good. Oh, is that the truth behind this incident?
似乎
It seems to conflict with the
记忆中的
scenario
情
in
景。
my memory.
小
You're
子，
dilly-dallying punk.
如此
You're running
有
out of lies to
别不
tell.
相信
Why are you still...
昨晚我到的时候，这个柜子就处于从外面锁住的状态。
That's weird. When I arrived last night, this wardrobe was already locked from the inside, from the
如
outside.
果藏在里面
If
的
the
人是
person
凶
was
手，
inside with the murderer,
他是不
he
能
would
从
not
柜
have
子
been
里
able
出
to
来
get
杀
out
人
by。himself.
你
You're
倒
quite
是个明白人
perceptive,。I'll give you that.
不过
Why would you say that?
这个柜子内的布局
However, the arrangement within the
确实让
wardrobe
人
is
疑
indeed
惑
puzzling.
如果藏
If
身
the
其
person
中的
inside
不
hiding
是
inside was
凶
not the
手，
murderer, who
会
could it
是
have been?
谁？
昨晚到达罗佩家后，
Last
是我
night, I
自
was
己
the
从
one
屋
who
内挂
latched the
上
door.
门栓。理论上，在那以后
Theoretically, it
就
is
不太
highly
可能
unlikely
再
for
有外
anyone
人
else to enter
进
the
入
scene
现场。
after that.
床下堆满了书，
There were books piled
衣柜
under the
上
bed and the wardrobe was locked. Nothing had changed.
而且有近期
Evidence
藏人的
points
痕
to
迹，
someone in the wardrobe, the only place
但
to
也是当
hide.
时我血迹分析表
The
明，
bloodstains prove a third
案发时
person,
除了我
the
和罗
actual
佩，
murderer, was present
还
at
有
the
第
time of
三
the
人存
crime.
在。
If the person in the wardrobe was not the murderer, then it could only be this person. No, you're gonna make me, Oh no. Honestly, I feel like it was him. I feel like it was him. But it also doesn't make sense. We've definitely did it where there is a third one. I feel like this guy is very, like, suspicious still, but I don't like this guy. This guy's really giving me off vibes. Like, he's very much against me. He's very much for him, like, very much, like, very aggressive. He's the only one who had a sword. But it was also very messy, so I feel like he wouldn't be able to do that. This guy feels like he's more of the suspect for it. But it's also interesting that we can say this. That we can say it was Lope, you know? Like, It was you. It was me. It was me. I don't know if the say system here or not, but guards are highly reasonable. Okay. I'm debating between him or him. He was very much, but throughout that whole time, he was very much like a coward. I think the whole time of him stealing money was like turned him into a coward and very nervous, trying to be like, oh, I'm fine, I'm totally fine, ha ha ha. But this makes me feel like he's definitely cowardly, because that would match up if he saw him take out his sword, right? And he got cowardly and immediately ran away. Of course, he could have been misinterpreted, but he's also been very much into, I think it's him. This might kill me, but I feel like it's him. Because not only has he been so aggressive lately, he's mentioned like the book that Lope has like written about that, whatchamacallit, of the case in this area. Like he was like, oh, did you read it? Yeah, I love that one. He was very much like, very much like, oh, like interested in the weirdest tones for Lope. Like, and it was the whole thing about like him, it's the fact that he's just an errand runner. He delivers rice cakes, but he knew nothing about the knockout drugs. And the fact that he ate it, it was fine. But the fact that he had no idea and he just got something doesn't mean he made the buns, the rice cakes, you know? So I feel, like I said, I have no way to save. So, submit. This person. Lord. Was that my death? When I'm dead? Am I dead now? Lord, this punk is rambling nonsense. He's just stalling now. In my opinion, we ought to take him back to the court and punish him. I have been quite lenient with you, yet everything you have said have been utterly illogical. Did I just get proved? Oh, you're kidding. So I made the wrong choice? It wasn't him. Are you kidding me? This thing has Shang Chengping underwent severe torture in the court and spent the rest of his life in prison. Failed. Oh, it's autosaved. Good. That made my heart drop. We're doing it again. Identify. So it must be him. So it is him. Oh my goodness. This person hiding inside the wardrobe is Yangtze. Why would he hide inside the wardrobe? Naturally, he wanted to. Wait for a chance to kill Lope. Bad blood between Yangtze and Master Lo? I don't think so. Go on then. Tell me why you say this. Well, give me a moment. Shen, did you make a mistake? No. Wait, hold on. I did not. This is just one of the hypotheses in my deduction process. Mr. Shen, please consider your answer carefully before responding to my question. I know for sure it's right because I didn't just go right to life for prison, okay? Quit your blabbering and sharpen my blade with your head. Allow me
再想
to
想
reconsider. What?
如果昨晚藏于
If
柜
the
子
person
里
in
的
the
人
wardrobe
是
was not
凶
the
手，
murderer, then it can only be this person.
那就
What? So it's not him. I'm gonna say low pay. I'm gonna say it was him. Or it was him. Okay, let's evaluate, right? Those are the two top suspects for me. And then it's either low pay or maybe his cousin or his nephew. So, low pay. That's the thing, right? So the only reason or only way that someone could, you know, I feel like it's him. I don't think it was low pay because he was not the murderer. He might be an accomplice that helped make it possible maybe, but I feel like it would have to be the nephew. If it's not those two, it has to be him. Because he was the only one who had access to the place. He could be probably the only person to know that he could come down or use the ribbon or have access to the wardrobe. He's the only one who could have access. Also, wait a minute. They look exactly alike. Hold up. I'm sorry. I know it's the nephew and I know that's him. But that is the legitimate just copy and paste, and then you add a hat, a Sherlock thing, and a mustache. Wait a minute. What if it's him and he's the one who's the nephew right now? Because it's a fake mustache. My mind's wait, what if because he has a fake mustache? It's just, wait, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna do this. I can auto-save and just I'm gonna do this. It has to be him. It's him.
如果柜子藏的不是凶手
If the
的话，
person hiding in the wardrobe was not the murderer,
那就只能是罗
then
佩
it。must have been low pay.
一派胡言
What！a load of bull. Oh, did I
我
die
们为
already?
什么要躲进自己家的衣柜里？
Why would
我
Master
们
Lo
吗
hide himself, hide inside his own wardrobe? Is this playing hide and seek?
那是仅存的可
That
能
is the
性。
only possibility left. Oh,
泄露
it
者
is.
说过，
I knew it.
当你排除
When you
掉
have
一切不
eliminated
可
the
能之后，
impossible, whatever
剩下
remains,
的即使
however
在一起
improbable, must be the
也
truth.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, what is the
罗
reason
佩
for Lo
藏
Pei to
进
hide
柜子
inside the
中的
wardrobe?
理由是？
I think it's in search of inspiration. It's not. I think it's in search of his
罗佩
inspiration.
是一个有怪癖的人
Lo，Pei was eccentric.
会为了写书
He acted peculiar
而
as
做出奇
part
怪
of
的
his
事。
creative process.
合理。
Makes sense.
罗翁为了创
Mr.
作，
Lo
能做
is
出任何
willing
牺
to
牲
risk。everything to create novels.
这么说的
If
话
so, then does that
衣
mean
柜
that
内
the
的
situation
情
of the
况
wardrobe is
与本
irrelevant to the
案无
case?
关。
倒也不是。
Not quite. Allow me to
让我
rethink
再
what
演绎
happened
一下
after Lo Pei
罗佩藏进柜
hid
子后，
inside the closet.
嗯，
Keep in mind that you were still suspect
你
in
现
this
在
case.
仍是嫌犯
Please
身份
think。before you speak. You're kidding.
不，他不是自己躲进柜子的，
No, he did not hide inside the wardrobe of his own will.
而是被人藏进去的。
He was hid inside by someone else.
先生，
If the person
如果
hiding
昨晚
inside
藏
the
在柜子
wardrobe
里的
last
人是
night
罗
was
佩
Lo Pei,
那你见到
then
的人又
who
是
did you
谁？
meet?
是啊，
Indeed.
你不是
Didn't you
刚
just
刚还
say
说
that you only
挂
saw
上
Lo
门
Pei
栓
in the
后
room when you hung
屋
the
内
door
只
latch?
我想，
I believe that the person I
昨
saw in
天
this
晚上
room
我在
last
这
night
间屋
was
子
not
里
Lo
见到
Pei.
的人，
It was
凶
him,
手。
but the actual murderer.
我昨晚到达罗
When I
佩家时，
arrived at Lo Pei's
屋内
house
灯火
last
上
night, the candle inside was still lit.
当我敲了很
But
久
I had
的门，
knocked out
才有人回应。
the door for quite some time before someone responded.
在开门之前，
Before opening the door,
对方
they
还
even
特地确认
specifically tried to
我们是
confirm
否见
if
过
we had ever met before.
既然你昨夜
If the
见到
person
的
you
不
met
是
was
罗
not
佩
Lo
本
Pei,
人，
how couldn't you
早上
recognize
见
the
到
corpse
尸
this
体时，
morning?
昨夜见面时，
Last night, he wore a
他
hat
压低
and
帽檐
mustache,
戴假胡
had
子，
his back towards me and
又
the
有
lights
一
were
背对
dim.
着我，而那时
By
真
then,
正
the
的
real Lo
Lo
Pei had eaten the
应该已
drugged
经吃
rice
下带
cakes
蒙汗药的膏
and was
酒。
moved inside the
对
wardrobe.
凶手，
你刚说的这个
What you have
吧，
just said does explain the
倒
presence of a
确实
third
能
person
解
within the
释
room.
房。马捕头，
Officer Ma,
你怎么
what do you
看？
reckon? These are all just speculations. You got any evidence that proves this person who was hiding inside the wardrobe was Master Lo? Yes. Was Master Lo. Okay. It would have to be this. Do you have any evidence that proves that this person was Master Lo? So there was two things in the closet. It was this and this. Death by stabbing, no defense wounds, or a fake mustache, only to be dressed in undergarments. I feel like it would have to be this. Used to tie quilts, but stuffed. Maybe? 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 Are you saying that this can prove that Lo Pei was inside the wardrobe last night? Why is it that I can't tell? No, damn it! Well, give me a moment. Damn it. I recall the wardrobe was made of camphor wood, which is a strong scent. I should be able to provide evidence that is more concrete. Damn it! You got any evidence that proves? Okay. So what was this? He's just telling me because I'm almost dead right now. Are you saying that this can prove it? Yes. What? It was supposed to be.
稍等一下，我记得柜子是樟木制成的，我应该能出示更确凿的证据。
What do you mean?
你可有证据能证明藏在
Was it the front door? It better not be the autopsy report. Oh my god, hair smelled the camphor. This is the autopsy report from our initial investigations. It'll answer a lot of questions.
首先，
Lo Pei's hair smelled of
罗佩的
camphor
头发
wood,
上
confirming
能闻
he
到
had
轻微的
inside the
樟木
robe.
此话怎
How
讲？
is that so?
这个柜子
The camphor
是樟木所
wardrobes
制，
repels
有
insects
香味
and leaves a
可驱
lasting
虫
fragrance on clothes stored
衣物
within.
放了，
罗佩的衣服染
Even
香，
in Lo Pei's
头发却不该染
clothes
香。
were catch the scent.
除非
His hair should not, unless
罗佩在衣
Lo
柜
Pei
里
was
待
inside
过
the wardrobe and
并
his
且他
head
的
was
头
against the
是一
partition
直
board
贴着柜
the
板。
entire time.
你不要忘了，
Don't forget, Master Lo
平时是
usually
戴
wears a
帽
hat.
子，那也可能是帽子上的香味
That。could have just been the scent from his hat.
不，
His hat was no scent, has
这
no
顶帽子
scent.
上没有香味，
Coats and hats worn
因
frequently
为经
don't
常
go
穿
in
的
the
外衣
robe.
帽。
Mr. Shen's deduction
沈
is
先
indeed
生的分
reasonable.
析，本官
What
很
else
想
have you
知
found
道
on the deceased?
大人请看，
Look here. White glutinous
死者
rice
领口
powder
有一些
on the
白色的
collar of
糯
the
米粉，
deceased rice.
那是潮高的
Deceased
碎
rice
屑，
cake comes.
说明他
This
和我
shows
一样，
that, like I
吃
had,
下了
the
带有
deceased
蒙汗药
rice
的潮
ate
膏。
the deceased ate rice cakes that were laced with the knockout drugs.
死者被人连刺3刀
He
而
was
亡，
stabbed 3
上
times,
是
yet
没
the
有抵抗
absence
伤，
of defense
也侧面
wounds
证实
also
了这一
proves
点
this point.
死者贴着假胡子，
He wore a
却有
loose
些
fake
不老。
mustache, likely
明显
removed
是被人
and
摘下来的。
attached.
这些细节，
All of the details
都印证了
above
我
are
刚
able
刚
to
的推论。
confirm my deduction.
昨天晚上，
The Lo
我
Pei
见
I
到
met
的
last
罗佩
night was actually
是凶手
impersonated
假
by
扮
the murderer.
什么人
What
敢
kind of
假扮
person would
流氓
dress up as Master Lo?
沈先生这番
Mr.
分
Shen's
析
deduction does
有
hold some
一定
truth.
不过
The reason why he's here.
直到马捕头破门
However,
而
up
入
until Officer Ma
屋
broke
子
down the door,
一
the
直
room was
处于
locked from the
反锁
inside.
对呀，
Yeah,
凶手
how
是
could the
怎么做到
murderer walk
在反
out
锁门栓的
of
情
the
况下
room
离开屋子
when
的
it was
呢？
locked from the inside, huh?
大门是唯
The
一的
front
出
doors
口
are the，only exit.
而门栓只能从
The
屋
door
内插
latched
上。
can only be hung from inside the room.
二位请看，
Please have a look. This is
这
the
便是
key
破解
evidence
门
of
栓
solving
之
the
谜的
mystery of the door
关键证
hatch.
据。
It has to be this. Has to be.
这是
This is a wood chip?
对，
对，
关键就在这颗木茬上。
That is correct. The key lies within this wood chip.
这我就不
I
懂
don't
了
get。it.
拆柜板的时候
Is it
掉
normal
落一些
for
木
some
茬在
stubble
柜子
to
里，
fall from the petition
不
board
是挺正
by
常的吗？
moving it around? Shake head.
这
No,
不正常。
this it is abnormal.
首先，
The wood chip did not
木
fall
茬
on
并不是
petition
落在柜
board.
板上，
It appeared on the
而是
pile
出
of
现在一
clean
堆洗净的衣
clothes.
服。更重要的
More
是，
importantly, the inner
柜
wardrobe
子内
was
的板
made of
材
camphor
是防
wood.
腐的樟木
Yet。this wood chip is
而
pine
这
wood.
阿福仔细比较过它的材质和纹
Apu
理，反而跟门栓断裂处是一致。
carefully checked and confirmed the wood chip matches the broken latch.
换句话说，
This wood chip is a
这
piece
是
of
门栓
stubble
断
that
裂时
flew off
崩
when
出
the
的
door
木
latch
茬
was。broken. Dun-dun. As Officer Ma kicked in, the wardrobe had been clearly locked until unlocked by Afu just now. This is extremely abnormal. Oh,
这可奇怪。
that is strange.
为什
Why
么
would the
木
wardrobe
茶会
appear
出现
inside
在
the
衣柜
wardrobe?
里？
Why would the wardrobe appear inside the wardrobe? The reason is unknown. The reason is insignificant. Why are you giving me those as my two things from death? Ugh. The reason is unknown? I mean, I guess. We don't really know why the wardrobe appears inside it. The reason is insignificant? That wouldn't... It would be in it. I have it to completely deduce what caused the wardrobe to
现在
appear
还没
inside
法
the
完全
wardrobe.
推断。不过，
However,
这个问题
this
在现
issue
阶
is
段
insignificant
并
at
不
this
重要。
stage. So either would be fine. Okay.
重要的是，
What we would need to
木茶进
focus
入衣柜
on
的时
is
间，
when the witch
以及这个
entered
时
the
间所
wardrobe
揭示的事
and
实。
when it uncovers.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
不要卖关
don't
子
beat
了
around the bush. Tell me
快告
now,
诉本官
what
他
truth
揭
does
示
it
了什么
uncover?
很简单，
Simply put, the
木茶
witch
会出现在
flew
衣柜
off the
中，
broken door
说明
latch
他从门
before
栓
the
上崩裂
wardrobe
的
was
时间
locked.
比衣柜上锁的时间要早。也就是说，
Which means that when the
门
door
栓
latch
断的时候，
broke, the door of
衣
the
柜的门
wardrobe
还
was
开
still
着。
open.
先生，
Shen,
我们所知的最近的
the
衣
most
柜门
recent
还开
time
着
we
的
know
时
of
间，
that, the wardrobe doors were open.
应该是在你醒来之
Should be
前吧？
before you woke up, right?
没错，
That is correct.
这
Then doesn't that
这
mean...
不就说明
Dun dun dun!
说明在马捕头踹开门
That
之
means
前，
before Officer Ma
屋
kicked the
门上的
door
门栓
open the door,
就已经断了。
the door's latch was already broken.
换句话说，
In other words, that is not a locked
这根
room
本
at
不是什么
all. Dun dun dun! Dun dun! Dun dun dun! You're right here! That's why you're here! You're the best, Shen.
我说
No
呢，
wonder the door was so
那
easy to
个门
kick
怎么
open.
一脚就踹开了？
I just thought it was shabby and
当时
old.
凡有接触，
All contact
必留
leaves
痕迹。
traces.
凶手自
The
以为杀
murderous
人嫁祸
plan
计划
was
天衣
flawed
无
by a
缝，
wood chip
却
left
是
in
百
the
密一疏
wardrobe as
将
incriminating
木茶
evidence.
落在了衣
I
柜
just
里。
realized you're holding something, man. That's what's missing. You're holding that. Why are you holding that?
而这颗小小的
This
木茶
tiny...
不
Ooh!
仅暴露了他的诡
This tiny
计，
wood chip not only exposed their cunning scheme,
更让我顺藤摸
but
瓜，
also allowed me to follow their
推出了他的真实
footprints
身份。
and deduce their true identity.
杀死罗
That
佩的凶手
person
就
who
是
murdered Lope is... Why are you all the way over there? Come here, you. You. This person.
本案的
The
凶手
murderer of this case is you, Lo Shiwen.
你胡说！
You lied. That's why he's holding that.
杀死自己
How could I
的亲哥
possibly
哥
kill my own uncle?
谢老爷，
Judge Chang,
你得为我
please.
做主啊！
He's trying to hurt me.
这个
Well, you believe that Lo Shiwen is the
沈
murderer.
先生，
Where's the evidence?
我们刚分
The
析，
door latch was not broken
门
when the
栓不
door
是在
was
撞
kicked
门时被
open,
弄断，
but broken beforehand.
屋子呈现
The
的所谓密
so-called
闭
sealed
状态，
off state of the
不过是
room
凶手
was
制
an
造的假
illusion
象。
created by the murderer.
在整个过
The
程中，
appearance
他
to
看
knock
似
on
是
the
在敲
door,
门，
but he was
实则
just
是确保
securing it
门
from
不会被
unwanted
其他人打
entry.
直到马捕头出现并上
Until
前踹
Officer
门，
Ma kicked the door,
凶手在马捕头踹门
that
的瞬
is
间
when
松
the
手，
murderer let go of the door.
这样就能先入为
In
主，
this way, he could
让大家
mislead
相信
everyone to
屋
believing
门已
that the
反锁
door was
进而
locked
误
from
判
the
整个案
inside.
子。你们都被他的
You
演
have
技
been
欺骗了，
fooled by his performance. I was too until I noticed.
你是白眼狼！
Hot damn! You treacherous leech! Wait, what? That wasn't me.
罗世文，
Lo Shiwen,
我必
I
须
will
告
tell
诉
you
你，
this. You're the only person who
你的手法。
believes your tricks are clever.
因为他有
That
一
is
个软
because
肋，
your scheme was a
足以
fatal
致命。
weakness. What a weakness?
整个诡
To
计想要
ensure the
成功，
success of your plan, you had to
你必须
control
保
the
证屋
door
门
at all times.
始终，我据此反推
Through
便能
reverse
确定，
deduction, I can be sure that
罗世文
Lo Shiwen, you were the murderer.
你胡说！
You lie.
罗世文，
Lo Shiwen, is there anything
事到
else
如
you want to
今
say at this point? He's a liar, deceiver, a fibber, and cheater, a phony, a misleader.
我
I have
必须要
something to
说
say
点什么
too.
了。沈先生，你编了一个故事，又讲了一堆歪理，
Oh.
可是你看见它发生了吗？凭什么让我们相信你说的就是
What are
事
you
实？
holding in your hand, bro?
依我看，
Yeah, sorry, in my
地面
opinion,
大厦的那个人
you're the only one who's fooling everyone.
你的这些说法
Then what evidence do you
就有什么
have for
凭据？
saying that? There's a clear and simple reason. I have no motive to murder my uncle.
他找得很
He
准，
got me. I barely had
留
time
给
to
我的调查
investigate.
时间太
I
短
have
了。
yet to infer the motive for the murder. Wait a minute,
罗佩是
what
我
are
的
you
亲生
holding
助
in
手
your hand?
我怎么会想杀他呢？
Lopez is my uncle, my family, my blood. Why would I want to kill him?
更关键的
What's
问
more
题在于
important is the problem between you and me.
咱俩这是
That
第一
is
次
the,
见
this is
面
the
啊。
first time we've ever met, am I right?
没错，
That is correct.
此
We've
前
never
你我
met
素不
each
相
other
识
before. So that would explain
既然素不相识，
we've never met.
我何苦要通
Why
过
would I
杀
go
害
through the
亲叔叔来陷
terrible
害你？
trouble of framing you by killing my own uncle?
既然素
I
不
couldn't
相识，
possibly have known
我当然
about your
不可能
visit.
知道你
How
昨
could I
天晚上会来访，
design a plot to
又
frame
如何
you?
能？
我撞破你
It
行
was a
凶，
coincidence that I had surprised you in your act.
巧合？
A
你不
coincidence?
是说一切都是我设计好的
Didn't you
诡
say
计
that
吗？
all this was a plot that I designed?
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, is it true
你
that
们
the two of
真
you
的
have never
素不
met?
相识？
的确如此。
That is correct.
既然你
If
俩
that's the
不认
case,
识，
then Lao Shiwen indeed
罗
has
世
no
文
reason to
确
frame
实
you.
没道理。
先生，
Shen,
情
things
况
are
对我
looking
们好
good
像不太
for
妙。
us.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, could you be
是不是
mistaken?
弄错
No, I'm not.
不会
No
的，
way!
我先生
Shen's
推理
deduction have
从来
never
没
been
有错
wrong.
过
推理
Deduction. More like a
是你的一
one-sided
面之词罢
statement.
了。证据呢？
Where's the
你们
proof?
有
Do you have any? You think that
凭
wood
那
chip
棵
is
木茶
enough?
吗？
Oh, you're not gonna get a maniacal laugh with that? No?
这个
Well,
嘛
Lao Shiwen also has a certain truth to his words.
沈先
Mr.
生，
Shen, do you have any
有
further
进
evidence
一
to
步的
support
证
your
据
claim?。
如果没有
Accusing
证
him
据
without
的
proof
话
is difficult and
你
risks
确
putting
实
me in a
无法
tough
告
spot
发
if you're
罗
wrong.
世文。
You do. You do.
早就听说自诩侦探的
There
人
are
中
shameless
也
people
有
who
不
act
少
as
无耻之徒
claim to be detectives.
今日算
Never
是遇
thought
到
I'd
一个
meet one day.
沈先生
Mr. Shen, you ain't got no proof?
目前还没有。
Not at the moment.
那就只能把
Then
你
you
们
leave
都
me
抓
no
回去
choice but to seize y'all and punish y'all with torture. What?
可恶，
Damn it! What do you mean?
都推理到
I
这里
managed to come so far with my deduction.
还是要被
Am
他
I
逃
really
掉
gonna let him escape?
先生，
Shen, try
你
to
再
think
努力
harder.
想想
Could it be that we
是不
missed
是
some
还
kind
漏
of
掉了什么
clue?
线索？你不是说过吗？
Did you always say that you were really
你对你的
confident in
记忆
your
很有自信。
memory palace?
能告发罗
Evidence
世
that
文的
can be
证据
used to accuse Lo
一定还
Shuhen
存在于这个房间
must
之
be
中。
still in this room. I checked
凡有
everything.
接触
Ooh.
必留痕迹。证据不是不存在，
All contact leaves traces.
只是未
The
被发现。
evidence is not existent, but instead undiscovered.
以本物之相，
All objects
及
and all
本事
images
之相，
settle in different
次
locations.
第安顿于各处所。
Ooh, let's do it. Oh, that's cool. I feel like there's
桌上。
something missing.
到底缺少了什么东西呢？
A handwritten manuscript, porcelain inkwell. This. Da-da-da. What do you have in your
书
hand?
桌上缺少的东
That
西
was missing from the table was
是
Lopez's
罗佩的手
manuscript.
稿。砚台上的素
Ink
墨
on the
还没有完全
inkstone
凝结，
has yet
毛笔上的
dried,
墨也未
and one
干
of，the calligraphy brushes has not dried out either.
说明昨晚
It
有人在
indicates
书桌
someone
前
was writing at
写
the
过东
desk
西，
last night.
可能是罗佩
It，could have been Lopez
也
or
可
Lo
能是假扮
Shuwen,
成罗佩的罗
who was
世文。
impersonating Lopez.
不管是谁，
The manuscript
现场都
should
应该
have
留
been
下
left
手写
at
的
the
书
scene,
稿。
unless someone took it away.
那些书稿
When was the
是
manuscript
什么
taken
时候
away?？
这件事
I should have an
我应该有印
impersonation
象的。
impression on this matter.
调查这张书
When
桌的时
investigating the
候，
desk, I felt
总有一种微妙
strange.
的异样感。
I need to grasp on this feeling.
要不，那将是潜藏
Look
在
in
我
his
记忆中的关键
What will
线
be
索
the。case breaker hidden inside my memory? Can I click on it, please? Oh, we're going back?
想起来了，
I remember now.
初次警
I
示，
saw the manuscript on the
我
desk
曾
when I
见到过
first
桌上
awoke.
摆着书稿，
That's why I felt odd during the investigations.
说明书稿
This means the
是我
manuscript
醒来
was
之后被
taken
拿
after I
到的。
woke.
有人在调查过程中，
Someone concealed this
藏匿了
clue
线索。
during investigations.
是谁？
Who was it?
为什么要这
Mr.
么做
Sai.？Why would they do this?
可能
This
性最
most
大，
likely person
当然是凶
would
手
be。the murderer. However, there are still other
不过
possibilities.
其他的可能，
Oh my! That took me off guard. I was so up close to my mic that I saw him go, whoa! Hi there.
其他的可能性出现的概率有多高？
What's the probability of the emergence of other possibilities?
非常低。
Very low. Aside from the murderer,
现
no
场除
one
凶
else
手之
from the
外，
scene had the motive to
没人有动
conceal
力藏匿。
clues.
我们对这些低概率事件的态度是，
So how do we treat these low probability events?
暂不列入假设。
We temporarily exclude them from our hypothesis.
我现在很忙，
I am really busy right
你可以
now.
走开
Could you
吗？
go away? Oh, we have another personality?
我在帮你梳理案情呢，大侦探。
My goodness, that's in my ear. I'm helping you sort out your case. Great detective. Let him help. You're desperate. I have one life left.
假设凶手在调查过程中藏匿了书稿，
Assuming the murderer
这本
hid the
书稿对他
manuscript, this manuscript
一定
must
非
be
常重要。
very important to them.
书稿里
What could be written in the
到底写了
manuscript?
什么？作案动机、
Their motive,
关
key
键证据、
evidence, last
死亡
words.
遗言，
Or was the manuscript itself valuable?
还是可能性太多了。
There are too many possibilities.
你更应该问的问
This
题
is
是
the：question you're supposed to be asking.
为什么白天冒着风险也要拿走的东西，当天晚上却没有拿走？
Why would something he risked taking away in broad daylight be left behind that night? Why would something he risked taking away in broad daylight be left? It was altered. It appeared after the crime. They forgot it at the scene? Could be that, or it was altered. Why would he risk taking it away in broad daylight? Be left behind at night? I don't know. They forgot it at the scene is something probable. Like if he was like worried because there's another person in there. Why would something he risked taking away in broad daylight be left behind at night? So taking away. He was altered?
难道
Could it be that the manuscript was
书
altered
稿在
after
凶
the
手离
murder
开现场后，
left the scene?
比如
Lope didn't die right
罗
away.
佩没有立马
After
毙
regaining consciousness, he
苏
left
醒
a
的他
dying message.
在书中，不对，
Can't be. No trace of movements.
书桌上也
If
没有
this were
留
the
下他
case,
行动的痕
there
迹。
would be at least bloodstains.
不要总是把问题
Don't
复杂
complicate
化
the program.
真
The
相往
problem.
往是简
The
单且符
truth
合
is
直
often
觉。
simple and instinctive, so it is.
为
He
什么
left.
白天冒着风险也要拿走的东
So they
西？
just forgot it. Oh, that's cool. They forgot it at the scene.
虽然有些难以置信，
Although it sounds unbelievable, the murderer forgot
但似
something
乎
when
凶
they
手在离
left
开
the
现
scene.
场时，再次进入现场
Upon
后，
returning, he recognized the manuscript's
他意识到
importance and took the
书
risk
稿
of
可能
keeping
会成为
it.
对自己本案是蓄谋
This
杀
had
人
been，the premeditated
诡计是
murder
事先计划好
planned
的
in advance to be able
否则
to
无法做
achieve
到如此环环
such
相扣。
conspiracy.
凶手又是个
The
心思缜
murderer
密
is
的
a
人，
very meticulous person.
现
They
场也是
also
经他处理过
reorganized the
的。
crime scene.
什么样的
What kind
事？
of thing could they have forgotten?
真的每
Are you
件事
sure
情
that
都在
everything
凶手
went
的计
according
划
to
之
the
中
murderer's？ plan? Obviously not. Because I'm here.
是的，
That's right.
有
Sure.
件事，凶手确
There's
实
one
无
thing the
法计
murderer
划。
that could not have planned. Me.
凶手计划之外的事情是，
But was not a part of his plan. My arrival. That was so cool. It's so cool. Oh my god.
连罗世文自己都
Even
说
Lo Shiwei himself said
他
that
不
he
可
could
能
not
事先
possibly
知道
have
我
known
会
my
来访
arrival.。
但不管他是怎
However,
么说
he
的，
actually designed a locked room
他
and
事实上
framed
设计了
me
一个
for
密
this
室。
crime.
我成为
The
这个
most
杀人计划
unreasonable
的一
part of
部
all
分，
this is that I became a part
这
of
本
this
身就
murder
是最
plan.
不合。那如果你没有出现呢？
What if you hadn't appeared then? They would have had another plan. They would have still committed the murder because we thought that he committed the murder beforehand. Yeah, they would have had another plan.
显然，
Evidently, the
凶手
murderer
还有
had
另一个
another
杀人
murder
计划，
plan, which was
也是他原
his
本的
original
方案。
plan.
凶手没料到我
Oh,
会
it
中
was
途到
the
访，
rice cake guy that
并
he
坚
was
持要
planning
见
to
罗
do.
佩，打
The
断了
murder's
计
plan
划
was
实
foiled
现。
by my surprise visit and insistence on meeting Lo Pei.
得知我与罗佩
Realizing
素
I
未谋面后，
never met Lo
他临时
Pei,
改变
the
计
killer
划，假
improvised
扮
and
罗佩引
posed
我进
him
屋，
as him to
想
frame
让
me.
我当。那么凶手原本的计划是？
It was to frame another person. So what was the murderer's original plan? Frame another person.
会不会？
Could it be that Lo
罗世文
Shiwen
曾
had
误会了另一
another
只替罪羊。
scapegoat prepared?
应该不会。
Probably not, since there was
如
another
果有另一只替
scapegoat.
罪羊，
There was
罗
another
世
scapegoat
文
that
就
would
不会
not
让我进屋。
have allowed me outdoors. Lo Shiwen would not have allowed me. Oh,
又或者
Or has coincidentally that person did not show up for some reason? Oh, I was gonna say the thing, but I guess not.
这种可能性太低，暂不考虑。
Okay,
那么凶手
fine.
原本的计划是
Falsify Lopez's suicide, I would say. Stage a robbery murder. Huh. But he had a knife. There it is, yeah. Because it seemed like there was notes of like maybe it was a suicide.
如果我没有出现，
If I had not appeared, there would have been
这间密室中
only Lopez's
就只剩
corpse. Yeah.
很显然，
Evidently, the murderer's
凶手原本的计划
original plan was to
是让
make
罗佩在密
Lopez
室
kill
中杀
himself
死
in
自
the
己。
locked room.
若原计划是伪造自杀，消失的书稿中就有可能藏有。
If the original plan was to falsify a suicide, what could be hidden within the manuscript? A suicide note? If the original plan was to falsify a suicide, what could be hidden? A ledger. Is that a will in other terms? Is that what you can also say is a will? Because I would feel like if you, that typical, you know, unnecessary note. What is in a promissory written agreement between a borrower and a lender saying that the borrower will pay back the amount plus interest? Or a ledger? Maybe a ledger? What does the ledger do? Provides a record of debt and credit transactions. Huh. If the original plan was to falsify a suicide, what could be hidden within the manuscript? If it was to falsify a suicide, then I feel like it would have a suicide note. Because the promising note, I mean, here's the thing. What he was in charge of manuscripts. Either of those wouldn't make sense. It would be a suicide
我
note.
知道了，
I guess
现
not.
场
Or no.
必然会有一份遗书。
It is clear to me now. There must have been a suicide note. Oh my goodness. Right.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
再
if
磨
you
磨
keep
蹭蹭赖
dawdling
着
around,
不
I'm
走，
gonna have to resort to
本部可就要
violence.
动粗了。
Don't mind me. I had a moment in time and space with my significant other in my brain. Okay, now I'm back.
且慢，
Jiman. Hold on.
张知县，
Judge Chong.
马捕头，
Officer Meng.
我已经知晓凶手
I
的
am
全
now
部
aware
轨
of
迹。
all the murders.
能否最后，
schemes.
我
I,
沈
Sheng
正平
Chongping, promise
定
to
然还
uncover
你
the
们一个
truth.
真。
大人，不必再听他妖言惑众。
Judge Chong, there's no need to listen to his fabrications any longer.
看你如此在意，
Seeing how much this bothers you, I actually would like to
反
give
倒
Mr.
想
Shen
再
another
给沈
chance.
先生一个机会。
机会？
沈先生
Mr. Shen
请说吧。
听说吧？
虽然本官觉得你应该已经山穷水尽了，
Mr. Shen, although I believe you are at the end of your rope, you may begin.
我与罗世文素不相识，
Luo Shiwen
却能
and
成为
I
他
are
密室杀
complete
人轨迹中
strangers.
的核心
Yet
一
it
环。
became a crucial part of his
是
scheme
因为
because
罗世文
Luo
临时改
Shiwen
变了计
improvised
划，
his plan.
而他原本
His
的计
original
划
plan was to falsify Lopez's
是为
suicide. Ah,
原计
to
划
falsify his
是
suicide.
伪造自
You've
杀
dropped that
吗
book about 5 times.
沈先
Mr.
生，
Shen, do you have any evidence?
根据我
I
的
believe the
推理，
murderer accidentally left a
凶手
forged
在离开
suicide
现
note
场时
here when he fled
不
the
慎
scene.
将一份
Oh, there was
还
such a
有这
thing?
种。沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
都到
how
这
could
个
you be
时候
so full of yourself at a
还
time
在
like
信口
this?
你要是有什
If
么
you found a
遗书
suicide note, take it
拿
out
出
for
来给
everyone
大
to
家
see
看
then.
若伪造
If
遗
he
书
really
已是
did
伪
forge
真，
some kind of suicide
立
note,
马
I'm
将
gonna
罗
cut
世文拿下。
off Luo Shiwen in an instant.
马捕头，
Officer Ma, may I
我
ask
能
you a
问你一个
question?
问题吗？
你说吧。
说吧。
我初醒来
When I
时，
first awoke, I remember
曾见
seeing
到
a
书桌
piece
上
of paper
铺
on
着
the
一张
desk.
纸，
Did you see it?
你这一说
Now，that you mention it, I think there was.
不过
But then again, I
又
don't
好像记
remember
不太
that
清了。
clearly either.
马捕头曾反
Officer
复
Ma,
强调，
you have repeatedly
绝不
stressed that
允许
no
任何
one
人
is
破坏
allowed to
现场。
tamper with the crime scene.
然而在调查时，
However, during investigations, the
凶手就是在
murderer
您的眼
secretly
皮
hid
子
the
底下。
note under your nose.
我们一起
Let
再
us
搜查一
search
次
the room
房间，
again and find the
只要找
suicide
到
note.
遗书，
Just, Mr.
沈先生，
Shen, I advise you to
我
stop
劝你不要
stalling
再
for
拖延时
time.
间。你编
Your
故事的能
ability
力
to make up
真是
stories
比
is
我
even
这些
better
写
than us
小说的都要
novelists.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, I have already heard a handful of deductions
本
today.
官，你的分析
Although
虽
your
然听
deductions
着都
sound
挺有
quite
道
reasonable,
理，
after
但
all,
毕
they are
竟
just one-sided
只是你
statements.
的。本官
I need to see
断案
solid evidence to
还
settle
是
this
需
case.
要看到。
张大人明
Zhang
察
Chang is
秋
so
毫，
perspicacious.
你既然
Since
主
you
张
claim
屋
that there
内
is a
有
suicide
伪
note,
造的遗
you have the
书，
obligation to find it.
本官再
I will
给
give
你
you one
最
last
后一
chance
次
to
机
point
会
out
指
where
出
exactly that suicide
你
note
说的
is.
遗书究
Okay.
县老爷，
Zhang Shang,
其实一次
there's not a
机
big
会
difference
和
between
两
one
次
chance
机
or
会
two
的差别
chances,
不大。
perhaps.
在最后
Give
给
me
一
one
次
last
机会。
chance. This is what Mr.
这
Shen
是
said
沈先生
himself just
刚
now.
刚
Thank you.
感谢张知县
I am
陈述，
grateful, Judge Shang.
一次机会，
One chance is more than enough. Huh,
根
There's
本
no
就没
such
有这样的
evidence
证
like
据
that
存
at
在
all.
那么
Give me that.
就请沈
Mr.
先
Shen,
生
please point it out.
先生，咱们只有一
We only
次
have
机会
one，chance left.
这可怎么
What are
办？
we gonna do?
到了这个
At
时
times
候，
like this, there's no choice but
必
to
须
take the
赌一
gamble.
把了。
Can I just yank this out of this boy's hand? Give me that.
遗书
It's right there.
是是是，
Give me that.
什么地方？
But where?
当然是藏在
Evidently,
你身
it
上。
is hidden on your person.
你
You lie.
我和马捕头
Officer
曾
Mahan
分
and
别
I
搜索
both
过屋
searched
子内
inside
外
and out of this
没发
house,
现可疑的
but
事
no
情。
one note has been found.
那封伪
The
造的遗
only
书
possibility is that the
只
forward
可能
suicide
还藏
note
在
is
你
on
的
your
身上
person.。
张大人，
Does Shen
这是想在没
Shengpeng
有明确证据
want
的
to
情
search
况
my
下
body without
做我的
any
身吗
clear evidence?
我可是不
I'm a
会
scholar of
保您的
Zhongwen Ye.
见官不跪。
I don't know why I said that. Jiao Mao Ye. I don't kneel before officials.
这个嘛，
Well,
如果要我说的
if it
更
is
清楚一
necessary to
些，
make myself more clear, this is the exact
That's-
location. You're holding it. Right there, my boy. Right fucking there. Gimme. Give it.
那种东西怎么可
But
能藏在我身上？
how could that possibly be hidden on me?
看你的表情，
That manuscript missing
桌上遗
should
失
be
的
in
书
the
稿
book
就
that
是你
you have
手上
been
一直
holding
握着的
this
那本
entire
书吧。
time.
伪造的遗书
The
一定
forward
也藏在
suicide
里面
note must be hidden within. No, that's not. Give
马捕头，
Officer Ma, take that book for examination.
罗世文，你给我站好了，别动！
Stay
把
where
手
you
中
are
的书
and
交给
don't you
本部。
dare move. Hand over that book.
你
You what? Yeah. Don't come near me.
小子，
You punk.
不许
Stop
说
eating the books. He's eating the book.
住手啊！
Stop that. Lord, look.
大人，你看，
There's actually a piece
这
of
里面
paper
还真夹
folded
着
in
一
here.
张纸。
我曾于
I
死
inked a
亡
pact
签
with
契
death. Awaited his
静
arrival
候他
patiently.
的到来。
Tonight, he finally knocked on my door.
今夜
Oh, that's what we saw in the
烦
beginning.
请侄儿世文处理我身后之事，一切从
I
简
knew it. I knew it. I troubled my last of kin, nor should way to handle my affairs. Please keep matters simple. It's like,
沈先生
bah
料
boy,
事如
you're in
神
trouble.
还真是一张遗书。
An accurate foretelling, Mr. Shen. This is indeed a suicide note.
罗世文，这忘恩负义的小兔崽子！
Lo Shiwen, you ungrateful little bastard.
吴翁对你也算关爱有加，你怎么对得起他？
Master Lo treated you with love and care. How could you do something like this to him?
今天
I'm gonna sharpen
我
my
要拿
sword
你
with
这
that
小
head
子
of
的脑瓜
yours.
子磨豆！
If it's the last thing I do.
你
That's nonsense. He's the one who let me down.
罗世文，
So, Lo
这么
Shiwen,
说，
are
你
you
是承认
admitting
自
that
己
you
杀害
killed
罗
Lo
佩尔
Pen? It's slander. Lies. No. It wasn't me.
罗世文，
Lo Shiwen, no matter the
无论你和罗佩之
circumstances,
间有何恩
murder
怨，
was not an option.
都不该
Nor
有
was
杀人之
framing the
心。
innocent. You gonna say something now? Say it. Say it to my face.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen,
不
could
知
you
能
recall the
否为
sequence of
本
events in
官
this
梳
entire
理一
case
下
for me?
证？
秉正大人，
Sure. The initial plan was to
罗世文
drug
最开
Lo
始的
Pei
计划
and use the ribbon
其
in the
实是
wardrobe
迷
to
晕
kill
罗佩
him.，
然后利用门栓
By
诡计
using the door, oh my
制
goodness,
造
that is
他在密闭的房间内上吊
right
自
up
杀
in
的
my
假象
face.。He could create an illusion of Lo. By using the door latch, he could create an illusion of Lo Pei hanging himself in a locked room.
不料，
However,
在他行凶的过
during
程
his
中，
act of murder, I
Well, hold on.
arrived unexpectedly,
Be
insisting on
gentle,
meeting
Lo
Lo Pei.
因此，
Therefore,
他
his
不得不
only
改变
option was
计
to
划
improvise
把
his
先生
plan
嫁
and
祸成
frame
凶手
Shen for the murder.
在我晕倒后， 罗世文从会议中将昏睡的罗佩抬出并杀害，又将凶器
killed
塞入
Lopay
我的手
and，framed me by placing the dagger in my hand.
然后按原计划弄断门栓，
You
伪
threw
造密室，
upon, broke the door latch, according to the original plan to create a locked room,
却不知天网恢恢，
not knowing that
疏而
justice
不漏
has long arms.
在现实中杀人，
How could murder in
跟在
reality
小
be
说
the
中
same
想
as the
象中
imagination
就其实一
of
样
committing
的。
crimes in novels?
死者胸口
The
被刺
deceased
后
bled
流了很多
profusely,
血，
and it also took
完成
longer
过
than he
之后花费的
expected
时
to set
间
up the scene.
也，他忙中出乱，
As he was
留下
in
了
a
许
hurry,
多漏洞。
there were many loopholes.
漏洞
Loopholes?
有什
What
么漏洞
loopholes?？
在弄断门栓时，
When he broke the door latch, he did not
他没注意到
notice the
封禁袖口
wood
的
chip
误差。
that flew into his sleeves.
他没有时间还原布袋，
He had no time to
整理衣柜
reorganize the wardrobe and
只
simply
能将
stuffed
那
the
卷布袋
ribbon
塞入其中，
into
再将
the
衣柜
clothes
反锁。
pile.
不料，
Without
却把
notice,
袖
the
口
wood
的
chip
误差
slipped
留在了
out
上
from
锁
his
的衣柜
sleeves and was left in the locked wardrobe.
最致命的，当然是
The
他
most
竟然
fatal
忘了
one
遗
was
失
that
袋
he
子
actually forgot to take the
只
suicide
能在
note
案
with
发后
him.
为此
So he took away the
他拿
manuscript
走
from
了
the
桌上的
table
书
and
本
hid the note within
想
it.
藏墓园。我说的没错吧？
Am I mistaken,
罗
Lord?
氏，
You are the culprit who murdered
就是杀
Lope.
害罗佩的凶手
不，你们根本不懂，那是属于我的东西，本来就是我的，通通都是我的。
Well, thank you for admitting it. Thank you so much. No, 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 no. None of you truly understand. That's mine. It belongs to me. All this is mine.
怎么会？
How could this? How could I? No, no way. No way, no, no way. Thank you.
这小子
Look at
居
this
然直接
punk.
晕
He
了过
just
去。
fainted.
沈先生，
Mr. Shen, your
此
performance
案
has
峰
impressed
回
me
路
deeply.
转，不仅在
Not
短时
only
间内
were you able to
洗
clear your
清了
name,
自己的
you
冤
also
屈，
uncovered
还
the
帮我
culprit.
了不起！
Oh, now you're giving me a thumbs up, bitch. Oh my goodness. Extraordinary.
不过
However, I still have a glimmer of doubt. Bro,
大人请讲。
pray tell, Your Honor.
我刚比较了
The
遗
handwriting in the
书上的
suicide
字
note
迹
and
与
Lope's
罗
manuscript
佩
is
手
strikingly
稿上的
similar.
字迹。罗世文尚
Lord
未承
Sherwin
认
has
罪
not
行，
confessed,
杀人的
and his
动
motive
机
is
亦
not
不
clear.
清晰。
This
若那
case
遗书
faces
是
many
真的
variables.
本案难
What do you
免
mean? He
再
just
审理
confessed.
处
如果想要此
In
案
order
成
for
为
this
铁
to
案，
become an ironclad
还需
case,
要找到更多
more
的证据。
evidence needs to be found. Am I
对吧？
correct?
哦，对对对，
Yeah, 对对对。
沈先生有何高见？
Yes, that's right. What do you reckon, Mr. Shen?
罗世文假扮罗佩时，穿着他的风衣外套，那
Yes.
件外套从案发现场消失了。
Lord Sherwin wore Lope's coat when he was impersonating him. That coat is missing.
应该是在
He
罗世
probably
文
took
第一
the
次
coat
离
when
开
he
现场
first
时
left the scene.
被他带走
He。must have a compelling reason.
哦，
哦，
什么理由？
什么理由？
我猜
I suspect it was
罗
stained
世
with the
文是穿
victim's
着那件
blood.
外套，还有带蒙汗
The
药的
drugged
草
rice
稿，
cakes as well.
也
Lord
在布置
Sherwin
完
must
现
have
场
taken
后
them
被
away.
罗世文带走，留给他处理
He
的时
didn't
间
have
有
much
限，
time to deal with
这
these
些东
items,
西
so they could
还
still
在
be
某
hidden
个地方
somewhere.
藏着。
这个嘛，
这个嘛
马捕头，你怎么看呀？
What do you reckon?
如果发现罗
If
世
we
文藏
find
匿了
out
血
that
衣，
Lord Shen is
此案必
hiding
然是铁案了。
a bloodstained coat, then the case is closed.
我这就派人搜索去。
I'll send people out to search for it right away. Good. Thank you. Thank you.
这一
Well,
来，
what's left of this matter
剩
is
下
all
的就是程序性的事了。今天委屈
you have
沈
suffered
先生了，
injustice today, Mr.
咱们
Shen.
一同离开此地
Let's
吧。
leave this place together. Case 1, unexpected misfortune solved. That was harrowing. Oh my goodness, that was a lot more involved than I ever thought. That is so cool.
案子破了，先生看起来也不是很开心。
Shen, you don't seem particularly happy, even though the case is closed. Well, yeah, he was supposed to meet him, and now he's dead. Like, bruh, we came here
是
for a
因为
purpose.
还没搞清楚作案动机吗？
Is it because you still haven't figured out the motive?
这个不着急啦，等罗世文醒来再去问问就是了。
What is that? Don't worry about it. We'll just go and ask Lord Sherwin after he wakes up.
阿福，
Awful.
你可还记得我来找罗佩的原因？
Yeah, there it is. Do you still remember the reason why I came to visit Lope?
是为了查3年前英国伦敦先生哥哥的那起悬案。
Oh. For the investigation of the unsolved case of Shen's brother in London 3 years ago. So Shen's brother is the one who died. Or missing or something. Maybe he's the one in my head. That's why he looks so like him. You said that Lopez's novel was related to the unsolved case of your brothers. Oh. Oh no, is that him? Was he possessed or something? Is that what that is?
那起案子，因为案发地点的特殊性，苏格兰场下令保密。
Due to the particularity of the location of the crime, Scotland Yard ordered secrecy.
接触过案件细节
Including
的
me,
人，
perhaps no more than
连我在
5
内，
people have been exposed to
他已不
details
超
of
过
this
5个。
case. Oh. That looks like possession. He's floating.
我无意中在互报上
Recently,
看
I
到一部
stumbled
连载的
upon a
侦探
new
小说，
detective fiction published in the Shanghai News.
就是罗佩写的那部《斗士一阵》吗？
Is it the confined room mystery written by Lope?
是的，
That is correct.
按理说，
A novelist living in a
这个
rural
远在湖南
Hunan
乡镇里的侦探小说
could
家
not possibly have
不
connections
应
to
该
the
与伦
London
敦那桩案
case.
子。但诡异的是，
What was airy about the matter was,
先生，难道说
Shin, could it be that?
罗佩小说中的作案细节与那桩案子
Ooh.
一模一样。
The details of the crimes written in Lope's novel were exactly the same as the case.
罗佩这一死，线索又断了。
Now that Lope's dead, we've lost another lead.
眼下仅存的希望是昏迷中的罗世文。
Our only hope is Roshawan. Perhaps he will
他
know
会知道些
something,
什么。
but he is still unconscious. He's not gonna
既
say
然
anything.
这样，不
If that's the
如
case, why don't we
先去吃个早点吧。
go grab some breakfast? Off it. He's like, you know what? I'm hungry. I had some
先生
poison
跟你
food.
说啊，刚我路过一家小吃摊，
Let me tell you something, Shen. I walked past this food stall earlier.
那里卖的
The
臭豆腐
fermented bean
闻
curd
起来
they were
特
selling
别
smells
香。
really yummy. Oh, that sounds amazing. Case 1 closed. All right. I hope it gives me to him. No. Give me a sec. A few hours later. Wait. Save. We're saving. Oh my goodness, I could save here. At least there was an auto save. That would have been bad. Okay, so that is where we're gonna leave it here. I didn't realize how long I've been recording. I really have no idea how long I've been recording. But with that being said, we're gonna save it here. My voice is pretty much out. It looks like we're gonna go on to the next chapter, but that is a fantastic start to this new series. I am so excited. We're gonna just keep going on this. I don't really have any other like games for like a short 1 episode long unless something comes up. But right now, I've wanted to do this, and we're doing it because I want to. And this is so cool. So I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I am sorry if I'm talking over. The audio is kind of weird. We'll kind of see how this goes, and I'll kind of adjust it from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed it because this is honestly enjoyable. It's like a movie. It's thriller. It's Sherlock, but it's like Chinese, and it's like, oh, the culture, the history you're learning. It's so cool, and the art style is so cool and new. Anyway, so this is super interesting. I loved it. That was such a turn, and like put that all in my head, and it connected. And this is apparently from the same like a small game studio in China. So creds to them. This is amazing so far. So I am so ready to keep going with this. So subscribe if you want to see the next episode of this. I am so excited to just play on it again. I'm gonna rest my throat though. But yeah, if you enjoyed this as well, go ahead and give us a like. Subscribe if you want to see the next episode and more. I play a lot of indie games, supporting little game devs and big game devs. Just any game that seems to have story, I am sold for. So yeah. So if you're interested in anything of this, my gameplay, I am exhausted. Yeah. Go ahead and subscribe and like for more. So yeah, that was yeah. Okay. So if you made this far, thank you so much. I enjoyed it, and I'm so happy that you're here still if you're hearing this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I will see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.